This is a Headgum podcast.
What's our podcast? What's it gonna be about?
Tell us.
What's our podcast? What should we talk about?
With Beck and Kyle.
Feels good, buddy.
Oh, it feels really
We just
good.
did I was just going to say we just did a Patreon.
We did a Patreon episode, though.
What's your podcast?
Yes.
And now we're on the main feed.
Now we're in the main feed. Go check out that thing.
Patreon.
Patreon.
Patreon.com/What's Our Podcast.
Yeah, the extent, like sort of the extension of
It's us
What's
fucking.
Our Podcast.
Beck did this voice, which I don't know if we should give a sneak preview for. If like,
Okay, ready? Yeah, I think we should.
Okay, he's gonna do it.
I'm a little chicken.
Kind of like that. That was a little chicken voice. Yeah.
It was feeling a little different.
I know. I don't remember it. I'm going to have to go back and look at the
No,
tape.
that was perfect. You did it. I was giving you a hard time.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Big day today.
Yeah, welcome to What's Our Podcast with Beck, Bennett, and Kyle Mooney, where we don't know what our podcast is about. And we have people come in and tell us what they think that it should be about, and then we give it a try.
Yeah.
And, it's just a good exercise. We're just exploring the world around us. You never know what's going to stick. And it's just great to be here with you and exploring our lives together.
I feel like we spend a lot of time in our podcast, maybe not a lot of time, but a portion of our time talking about back in the day.
Oh, yeah. I think you talk about it almost every episode.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm the perpetrator.
Yeah.
I'm the purple trader.
You're the purple trader. That's also like, I'll say back in the day, but back in the day is more of your lingo.
Sure, I like that phrase, but we do talk about
We talk about back
things
in the
we
day.
did
Yes. Back in the day.
in the past.
Yes.
And is it fair to say we were in a group called Good Neighbor?
That's fair. Yeah.
Okay.
It's fair to say. It was a big part of our lives. And today's going to be a Good Neighbor episode because Nick Rutherford's coming on.
Yeah. Do people come up to you and compliment you? I'm trying to think of the phrase that like sort of bothers me a little bit. That's like,
I think I know what you're getting to already because we've talked about it.
yeah. Have we talked about it here?
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe just a little bit.
I'm a fan of the old stuff.
Yeah.
It's not that. I mean, I guess that's a pretty iconically like annoying thing or frustrating thing that you could hear.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is like.
It's like, dude, I loved your old videos.
Yes, that's pretty much what it is.
Dude, I like.
I mean, I'm like before SNL.
For SNL, that's the stuff I like. Like the stuff you did, like back on YouTube, that stuff is so funny, dude.
I like that old stuff.
And it's never like, you should do more like that. Like maybe a while ago they would kind of say that stuff. Now it's just like, that's the good stuff. It's
Right.
like, all right, well, yeah.
Which is maybe accurate. Maybe
Yeah, it could
that's
be
the
accurate.
truth.
Yeah.
Maybe like Toast, we like peaked with something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. No, that's great. It's nice to know your peak.
but it was, we met our guest who's going to be here in a bit, Nick Rutherford. At the same time you and I met
Yeah.
in September of 2003 at auditions for the college improv group, which if you're watching,
there.
we have photos. We have an audition flyer.
And that's the three of us right there on it.
There's a lot to cover. There's a lot to think about. We'll see how we do. Like, how do you feel? Richelle is just letting us know that the guest is here and
Yeah.
everything's okay. I think.
Everything's okay. I'm just not used to seeing that sign. And I think he's early too.
There's a lot that there's a lot to talk about. Sort of like, our podcast is about us trying to figure out what our podcast should be, right?
Yeah.
And we're trying to get better at podcasting. Is that accurate? Even though sometimes I think we like forget that is the point. Maybe, or I do. Maybe I don't.
You forget that. What is the point?
The point is to get good at this and to like figure out what our podcast is, right?
Yeah.
So here we have somebody we've known for most of our lives. The tough thing is like figuring out what to draw, what to ask, what to talk about, like, and like kind of what little, roads to go down, because like there is so much. Like we've lived together.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we've had a couple guests on recently that are old friends of ours, or or my wife.
Yeah,
and it can be harder to the typical like conversation style doesn't really apply because you know each other so well already. You're not asking questions and trying to get to know them. But yeah, with Rutherford, I mean, I just feel like we just let it fly.
Okay.
We just talk about everything. Cover how we all met. Cover our story. I mean, I think this one will focus more on the three of us rather than our individual guest.
I wrote down some notes about some things I wanted to bring up.
Yeah, I see. I didn't.
I didn't. Well, mine aren't. It's not incredibly thorough, but
Yeah.
There's some. I feel like we have some good stories if we can pull them out.
We've got to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Nick Rutherford is one of the funniest people
Yep.
I've ever known.
Cracked my ass up the very first time I laid eyes on him.
I cracked my ass up too. Tried to crack a couple other things, but we'll get into that.
Like imagining him
Yeah.
like with like a bulldozer or something.
Yeah. He used to do that kind of thing. Yeah, he's one of our oldest, dearest friends, and we love him. Can't wait to talk to him. Let's get him in here.
Nick Rutherford.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but without Squarespace, there wouldn't be an internet.
I
Is
think
that
you're
right?
wrong. I think
Oh.
the internet might have existed before, but I'm not sure.
But since if you to get rid of the Squarespace, you're gonna get rid of a lot of the internet.
Yes, that is true. After Squarespace was introduced,
Oh,
all of these websites were created using their easy to
Right.
use tools.
yeah, and widgets and
And yes, and those websites now are all over the place and they're frequented by people all over. And those would not exist if
Right.
Squarespace did not exist.
right, the internet wouldn't exist. It's
Right.
troubling. So look, Squarespace. Now that we're talking about it, is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and do well online. Maybe you're just starting out, or maybe you want to scale your business. Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with a professional website.
Okay,
grow
I
your
like
brand.
the sound of that. You know, I'm
Yeah.
tightening my bow tie.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice.
Yeah, thanks.
And get paid all in one place. Okay, this is huge. Squarespace is the internet.
Now, domains. Do you know what that
Domain.
is?
Yeah, it's
Just a little parsley, but domain ingredient is chicken. I'm fucking with you. Sorry. And
okay. That was so scary. I was like,
I
what is
know.
happening?
I know. I saw you. I know because
like,
you were
oh my
like
God.
because you like to cook and you're like,
Yeah,
oh, is that how you say it?
Yeah, I was like domain.
I always thought it was the main ingredient. It's
Yeah.
domain ingredient.
Okay, no, yeah. Sorry, but what were you saying?
I was saying every dream needs a domain. A domain is essentially it's that little web address they use, like www.what'sourpodcast.com. Is that our website?
Yeah.
That's a domain. Squarespace domains make it easy to find the best name for your business at one fair, all-inclusive price. No hidden fees or add-ons required. Every Squarespace domain comes with advanced privacy. Okay, that's cool.
Yes, I need that.
And security tools included. Okay.
Need that. Need, want.
To ensure your domain remains online and protected. You want it to stay online.
Yeah.
You want people to visit it, and you
Yeah.
want it to be protected so that, the little internet pirates or little scabs and monsters and villains aren't
Of
being like,
course.
I want to take over whatsourpodcast.com. You want it to be protected.
You want it to be protected.
You want a shield. You want a force field.
Yes, shield and force field.
Plus, Squarespace provides everything you need to bring more of your dream to life, whether that means building a website or adding a professional email service.
Oh,
Do we have emails? Can we be Kyle at whatsourpodcast.com? Can we do that?
yeah. Can we be
We should
Kyle
use
at What's Our
Squarespace to do
Podcast?
something like
Yeah,
that.
we should. So,
Don't wait to claim your name. Invest in your dream domain today.
So, Richelle, do you want to maybe help us find a custom domain name that our listeners can register?
An available domain, pjuice.com is available.
That's P-E?
P-E-E, juice.
Pea juice.
Okay. We're kind of coming up with maybe what kind of company that could be or what you'd make their website look like.
Pea juice.
I think this should be
Mm-hmm.
because a mason, you can buy mason jars. Do you know this? You
Yeah.
can buy empty
No.
mason jars. My wife is doing it. She's been putting soup in them.
That's amazing. You should put them in the freezer.
Yeah, or sometimes in the fridge if we're
Yeah, we're gonna use them.
if
Yeah,
we're gonna use it soon.
Amazing.
If we go around and put all of our piss in these mason, we buy the mason jars.
Yeah.
And then we sell it on pjuice.com.
Oh yeah.
We sell because
Oh yeah.
that's because if it's
No, you
mason
don't need to
jars,
explain. Yeah, no, fully get it. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, we could sell if somebody wants to. Yeah, set up the website and send us the jars. We'll pee in the jars, and then maybe we can sell our.
where do
piss
you fall,
juice.
Richelle? Would you be willing to pee in a mason jar?
I would pee in a mason jar.
Okay,
All
so
right, we've got
I'm willing
some
to do
pea
it.
juice. You got pea juice there.
Are you willing to do it?
No.
Okay, so
but we could sell your guys' pea juice and Richelle and Kyle's.
I
pea
would
juice.
really want to make sure that I'm drinking a lot of water. I don't
Yeah.
want people to judge my pee.
Yeah, they don't want to see it.
So yeah, so I see the website. I think we get some images of. Well, we'll do product shots. So Richelle and I will have to piss in the jars,
and we'll take a photo of the jars and put it on the website.
and I feel like yeah, and then maybe a song. Is there a song we put on there?
yeah, maybe like I don't know.
What's our pea juice?
What does it taste like? What's our pea juice? What's it gonna smell like? With Richelle and Kyle.
All right. Anyone's welcome to use that domain.
Yes. Please go, Roccos, go find pjuice.com and put our flag on it. Thank you. Now, check out squarespace.com/Beck and Kyle for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code Beck and Kyle to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Maybe it's pjuice.com.
Wow. Are you Gordo from the Buffalo Wild Wings commercials?
That's right.
Wow, this is crazy. Nick Rutherford.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
From Good Neighbors.
Give me some
Dude,
love.
Yeah, hey,
dude.
fuck that, dude. I'll go in for a fucking hug.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Ow. What's up, man? Why didn't you give him a hug?
I don't want to do that, man.
Yeah, why didn't you give me a hug?
Why didn't you give him a hug,
We
man?
did a fist bump, man. All right, let's go.
Is that-
Come on,
is
get
that
up. Let's
okay?
get up.
All right.
Give me some of that nasty.
Yeah, oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I'll get two, too. I'll take 2 hugs.
I'll go low, you go high. Oh, yeah,
nice.
Greco-Roman hug. All right. That's
Dude,
fun.
we were just
getting the
talking about
love.
the
That's
old
fucking
school
love.
back in the day.
Dude.
Old school back in the day. There's everybody knows that me and Kyle met back in the day in September. That's when we met.
2003.
2003?
But our listeners may not know that we also met you back in the day in 2003.
2003
in
September. Yeah, we met on probably an audition format.
Yeah.
We were basically auditioning to become each other's friends.
And we all got the job.
We got the job.
One person didn't. No,
One
a
person
lot of
did.
people didn't. But there is. It's fair to talk about. It's like our comedy group. They did, and they still do. I would imagine have a long drawn out audition process. You audition, you get a call back, and then after the call back, you get brought into a workshop for 5 weeks.
Maybe
And there was 4 of us, and one person didn't.
Yeah, there was 4 people in the workshop, which honestly, the workshop feels a little generous, you know?
Like the
Not for that,
Calling it
not
work?
for the 4th guy, but
yeah.
well, just like you get like 6 or 4 or 5 or 6 weeks of like improv training,
Yeah.
Right.
but maybe that's just worse because if at the end of it they're like, thanks.
Yeah, I think. I
You think it's worse?
I think it is disappointing. They don't do it anymore.
They don't do it
I
anymore?
spoke to somebody recently who's still doing improv at USC. Cometus Interruptus.
Yeah.
Can you just interrupt us?
Do you remember the first time we saw each other?
I don't
or
remember
interacted?
specifically. I don't remember. If anything, I remember the workshop way better when we were like working closer together. But I
feel like I've
I don't
heard
remember it at all.
one time you
I
guys.
have no
I
memory.
do think you guys maybe remember my scene. You've mentioned my
Yes,
scene.
your
before.
callback scene, the Juicy Juice callback.
wait, I need a refresher.
So it was at the callback, and we were like by that tree by the Rose Garden at USC, and Kyle just came into his scene and went Juicy Juice.
No.
And he had said it earlier, and like
Oh, you
buttoned
called
the
back
scene.
another scene?
He called back. No, it was from earlier in the scene, I think. And he came in and said Juicy Juice, and like got a huge reaction. I remember laughing so hard and be like, "That guy's awesome."
That's awesome.
I remember hearing the Juicy Juice, and I thought immediately like, oh, low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I meant like it was an obvious choice.
It's like
It was a
everybody
crowd-pleasing
wants to say
choice.
Juicy Juice in an improv scene.
Yeah,
You did it, you know
yeah.
what
So
I
I
mean?
just thought like it was pandering a little.
Well, I've
Yeah.
said this. Okay, fuck you. no, it's funny
No,
shit.
it's funny shit. Funny shit.
No, that's funny shit. That's what the podcast's about, right? It's just kind of
Absolutely.
razzing.
I do.
you.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if I've said this here, but for me, yeah. So we all got onto this workshop, and it was like I was really excited to get on the troupe. Like everybody there who was already on it was very funny to me. I'd seen them perform, and I thought
Yeah.
they were smart and great. But like you two, I was intimidated because you had done Second City courses, and you had taken at least 2 levels of ground lanes at that point.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And because you sort of like, kind of have a child acting background.
Little Nicky
Little
Rutherford.
Nicky. Yeah. I guess I kind of grew up in Tinseltown.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. And you what were you? What are your big credits? You did a lot of commercials.
Pacific Heights,
Pacific Heights with
Fresh
Michael
Prince of
Keaton.
Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Dear John, which is a sitcom that I don't think anybody watched.
Yeah.
Tracy Ullman Show.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the Big Business?
Oh yeah, Big Business.
I remember we bought the DVD
Big
for Big
Business.
Business for our one of the houses we lived in.
Did we ever watch it?
We did, and I'm pretty sure you're running through a hallway, and it's very funny to see a tiny version of somebody you know very well. You know what I mean?
In that setting too, like well shot, like
yes,
like you know what I mean. It's
and
like
just see them being a completely different character.
Yeah,
you really
totally transforming. It's really amazing.
The role of
kid with car. Yeah,
right.
Were you auditioning a lot growing up?
Yeah, I auditioned a lot growing up.
Yeah.
I don't. The way it happened, I grew up in Thousand Oaks, which is like an hour outside of LA.
Yeah.
And my mom's friend was like, "Oh, can I take a photo of little Nikki?" She was a photographer. You do see a little bit of areola.
You see?
Oh,
what happened?
Wait, which part is that again?
I think it's like your it's like the inside of your lips or something.
No.
It's a nip. It's the nip.
It's the nip.
Yeah,
it's the brown part of the nip.
That's the pepperoni.
That's the pepperoni. That's the pepperoni. You were the one who you actually introduced me.
That's the pepperoni.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Beck. It's either Kyle or maybe you who introduced me to the idea of nipples being pepperonis.
I think it was
me.
It might have been.
What was it? It was like a sketch or something. Like, look, I've got like.
It was I think it was in the pilot. It was in the Good Neighbor pilot.
I do something where I'm like
huge
pepperonis.
Yeah, and I had never heard that before, and I was like, I probably stole it like 1,000 times.
Yeah. Well, that's what we do. We bring each other ideas, and we.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Huge
Another
fun
one is bolted-ons.
Oh, I've heard that.
My buddy Kirk got me into bolted-ons. She's got bolted-ons,
and he can have them.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you don't know what that.
I don't know what it means.
I think it must be something about the inside part of the pepperoni.
I assumed that the pepperoni was the bolt. This is fine.
It's totally fine.
It's fine. There's somebody else laughing. I think it's the bolt would be the pepperoni. But does bolted-on imply some work has been done?
I don't know. I really don't know what bolted-ons are.
I think they're just.
And I can hear Richelle typing.
Yeah, these are things to cut.
Richelle, can you tell us what a bolted-on is?
This might be just something that your friend says, right?
I've heard it.
You've heard it before?
Yeah.
Slang for breast implants.
Oh. Okay.
So there's some work.
Yeah, there's some work.
Okay.
I got a question. Sort of moving on from the.
But we can go back to it.
It is a little Nick Rutherford question, actually. That I hope I'm not putting you on the spot, and I hope that I'm not misremembering. But I remember you once telling me a story about how your mother had you would cause trouble. And she would sort of say that it was there was you had
an alter ego.
Yeah.
When I would get in trouble, I wasn't doing anything terrible, but I was a rambunctious kid.
Just classic kid shit.
Classic kid shit.
What age is this? I
mean, I must have been 7 or 8 or something.
Yeah.
What's second grade or third grade or
Sounds about right. 8.
That's second grade.
Yeah. So around I think.
Yeah.
I think I would see acts of vandalism on TV and then be like, oh, I should do that. That's what cool kids do.
Yeah.
I TP'd the toilet, the bathroom of my grade school.
Yeah.
Just took toilet paper and put it on the walls. And
we were just talking about TPing that actually wasn't the intro. It was something else.
All good. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Do we have to start over?
No.
I
might need to re-intro you. I don't know if do we even say your name?
It's Nick Rutherford.
Okay.
we don't have to say his name.
In the intro, we talked about him and said it's Nick
when
Rutherford.
We sat down. I don't know if we said, and here's Nick Rutherford.
We were just talking about really dark stuff, and then the podcast started.
Yeah. Okay, so she.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fucking shit.
Yeah, nobody cares, man. What were we talking about?
Your alter ego.
Oh yeah, my alter ego. So my mom I'd get in trouble and I would just feel really, really bad because I'd disappoint my parents. And so my mom's reaction, which I don't think is good parenting, would be
not now, but back then it was.
I mean, I turned out all right, but I don't think everybody should do this. Back then it probably was. Yeah, she would say this through a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "That wasn't you, that was Billy."
Right.
Billy's the bad boy, Nicky's a good boy.
Yeah, no, that feels like awful parenting.
Yeah, I think it's probably the worst.
It feels like you're like, okay. I
then
can be
you can
two
get
people.
away with anything.
I can always be two people,
Yeah.
and I'm good, but Billy's always going to be bad, and that has nothing to do with
That's not me. That wasn't me. That was
That's not
Billy.
me,
You can wash your hands clean of
Yeah, it's
anything.
like compartmentalizing bad behavior. It's
Yeah.
like, there you go.
Yeah, it's probably not ideal parenting.
Yeah.
But, I'm not Billy anymore. Now I'm just Nikki, or am I?
You're Billy,
I
Nicky.
think
You're
I've seen,
Billy
I think I've seen Billy.
I've
come through.
seen
Yeah,
Billy.
Billy's come out a couple of times.
It set you up for,
But I don't. It set me up for, I guess, just a world of no consequences or taking responsibility for anything.
Sure.
That's interesting.
Absolute mischief.
Yeah, absolute mischief. But I will say, my mom would also catch me, which I think this might have been something she did to me. She would catch me like, I'd get in trouble. She would be like, "Oh, go to your room," or whatever. She would like come up to my room later, and I would be talking to the mirror. So maybe I was talking to Billy, or maybe Billy was talking to Nick. And I would just be having a full conversation like, she's so mean to me. Why didn't she hate me? She's so mean to me. Like, kind of like a Gollum conversation.
Yeah. But then would you switch and be like, it's okay?
I don't think I did both parts. I think I was just like, working out frustration. But yeah, if I was the other one, but she loves you.
Yeah,
no,
that would be weird. Because I
No.
will say, like, when my son gets upset, he'll go in his room and be like, don't let me do what I want to do.
Really? That's pretty
Yeah, they're like,
cute.
it starts so young, just the like, I don't know.
What do you do? Is that, I imagine like all these things are pretty adorable. So like, how do you put the adorable aside and then go like, I have to be a father here?
I mean, it just like changes all the time. Like this morning, we had to get out the door, like, and he's like, his shoelace broke on one of his shoes yesterday, so he wore his other shoes today, and he was taking a while to get out the door. He wanted Jesse to put his hair in like a little top knot bun because it was getting long, and
That's cool.
he's like, no, I have to do this. He'll be like, no, I have to do this. And then we finally got him to the door and putting his shoes on. He's like, no, I can't wear those because the shoelace broke. So we're putting on his other shoes. He's like, I want to show mama. And like to like run back into our room and like show her and then come back. And I was like, no. We've been trying to get you out the door for a while. I have to go. I have stuff to do today. And so I got him out the door and he started whining and crying. And it was like, it was adorable. And like, because he was like sad, but he was also like, if I don't show her now, then I'm never going to show mom my shoe. And I'm like, it's kind of funny, but I also feel for him. And I'm like, in the moment, I'm like, I could just let him go in and show her the shoe. But then I'm like, I'm telling him that whining like this will get him what he wants. So I'm just like, nope, sorry. And I want to. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm trying not to like engage too much with him. And then like we drive down the block and he's like, Dada, that leaf looks like a star. I'm like, yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, we're just like totally moved on. Yeah, so
because you got to set boundaries, right?
You got to set those boundaries,
and kids crave it.
They love it. They want it. They want it.
I think adults crave. I want boundaries too.
Yeah. But you didn't get them when you were a kid. You got Billy and Nicky.
Didn't get them.
Okay, so that was a little Nicky Rutherford.
What about when you guys? We've got to talk about at some point. You guys meeting. Or like kind of that iconic interaction when we did get into the improv troupe, Comics Interrupt Us.
I do not remember the workshop, but we got in, the three of us.
Like I remember the workshop a little bit, and you guys were very, very, very funny. And I think they were only going to
take two.
I think take one, but maybe it was two. And they ended up taking all of us.
Which was,
I mean, we've talked about this off the air, I think, but yeah, I was blown away by you guys. I felt like you were just such a fantastic performer, and I was very intimidated by it. And then you were just like so weird.
Yeah,
that is so very, just like never seen like a specimen.
What is that guy?
And you were just like always a great writer and able to like write on your feet, like a lot of great improvisers.
I think you were the best. I'll say improviser of the three of us.
But I think
because like I think you could actually like be both
committed,
the weird character, but you could also like. Heighten a scene and like add information, and I think
you're a good actor as well. Yeah,
better.
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah.
But I do think that's also like that's not as fun sometimes because sometimes you just want the wild. You want to be the wild card.
Right.
That's just like wow, where did that thought come from? And I feel like I get too into it, and I'm like I got to fix this and connect this thing, and it's a big
yeah.
We all got phone. Do you remember how you learned? No. I remember that like Jess Lampy called me. I was at a USC football game. Shout out Jess Lampy.
Shout out Jess Lampy.
He was one of the members of the troupe.
I just got a police report from my lawyer from when I got jumped at USC, and Jess Lampy had written a letter about what happened.
Really?
Oh, to like a character
like this is
letter?
what happened, and it was like it was really interesting because it was like this story that I've told so many times. Me and Kyle have told, the three of us have told, and then I got this letter that was like Jess Lampy's account of it. I can show you guys.
You just got this?
I got it because
my dad is still open.
Because I sent it. My dad had a friend who was a lawyer, and I made the police report and everything. And then he was like, reach out to Craig And I did. I sent him a letter and like sent him everything. And he had like he was changing his offices. He was like moving offices.
he
and he was
found
going
it.
through everything and he found it and he sent it to me.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was really
I
interesting.
totally forgot about that.
Yeah. But anyway, we get
There
it.
are there's I kind of have in my notes on my phone, like kind of I guess some of the violent incidents that occurred over the course of our friendship.
Yeah,
as
us
well
getting in
as,
trouble.
Like,
We got a lot of
We
trouble.
got a lot of trouble. It was pretty innocent, though. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
there's one story I'm really excited to talk about that
There's, like,
has never been on the
there's
record.
Mexico. There's the baseball
Mexico.
thing where we
Yeah.
had to do.
where baseball, when we were heckling
Yeah, we
baseball,
had to
there's
do
you breaking a
community
window in an apartment complex.
Yeah, that was an accident. Okay, but
I got a call from Jess, and it was one of these kind of classic situations where I'm pretty sure he did like a, "Hey man, so some bad news."
Oh,
and
that's
like,
mean.
yeah, and like it really did. It was so meaningful for me to get onto this improv troupe.
Yeah, it
even
was
though, like,
huge. Like-
looking back on it, it's a silly thing, but yeah.
No, but I mean, I had just like run away from like frat initially, run away from home. I just landed in LA.
Run away from my wife.
But it was like, we get there and there's like, I'm so far away from home. You guys grew up around LA, but like, there's nothing like. There's the dorms and there are no bars. There's at USC. There's nowhere to go besides like a Greek life thing or going to other
you
people's
can't
parties.
like walk to a cool strip or anything.
And like I just sort of run away from that whole process and was like, oh, it's just college is not as cool as I thought. People are just kind of like hanging out in their dorms on the weekends, like as a freshman. Yeah.
You had ran away from the frat?
Yeah,
world?
they were trying to like
You were like rushing and stuff.
Yeah, and they like wanted me to rush and pledge and stuff, and I like ran away. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm like,
I did the rushing, but I like transferred in, so I was like I was older and probably.
but the rushing is like when it's a week, right? It's like a week
there's
of like
they have like open parties. Like
Well, there's
Yeah.
also that might
The
even
pledging.
be pre-rush or something like that.
maybe it's pre-rush. Oh, rushing is like
the process.
yeah.
of
I never.
trying to
I
get-
was never
no,
pledging.
that's
Pledge?
pledging. That's
Okay.
I don't know.
I think
think
pledging
rushing
is you
is-
choose one and then you have to like do a bunch of junk for them.
I
and
think
then,
rush is like you're flirting with the different.
Yeah,
frat.
it's dating.
Yeah.
You're dating frats.
But we all got on the troop, and then there's sort of an elaborate initiation process, which was
Yeah.
fun. It was like,
It was
I don't know,
so
we got a
fun.
call that was like, meet at Tommy Trojan, which is the statue at USC, at like 11 p.m. or something.
Yeah,
Like that.
it was like Angels and Demons. It was like Da Vinci Code.
Yes. Like
Like-
all of these puzzles we sort of had to.
yeah. And remember we met in my dorm, and you had vodka.
I didn't live on campus, so whatever we had, maybe it was Chris's vodka, but we were
I
like,
feel like we didn't have alcohol my freshman
we
year.
somehow got alcohol.
Yeah.
because we were like on this time. It was like a scavenger hunt of sorts, like break into the Doheny Library,
We had to,
go
we
to
had
the
to
roof.
scale up like a palm tree with our backs against the wall and like walking up the palm tree to get into the library.
Yeah, because there's
And
like
they
an
had left
emergency
a
window.
door. They had left a door ajar, like on the second floor balcony, and then we
Yeah.
got in, and then we had to go find a clue in a book.
in like the stacks, which
Yeah.
were like dark or something.
Yeah, because they were.
I think I wasn't physically strong enough to
You don't-
scale
you didn't
up
get
the
up there?
tree.
You didn't get in.
I
don't-
remember going up
I
there. and it was-
remember being in the library, but maybe you guys like popped open a door.
Oh, maybe
for
we
me or
did.
something.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we popped it up to leave. We didn't climb down. We just like kicked open an emergency exit and ran.
But I do.
Did it go off though?
Yeah, I think it went off on some level, but it wasn't like a helicopter shot.
I recall
yeah.
something, and we'd have to probably ask at some point.
Jeeves.
Nobody would actually remember. To see if Jeeves
Yeah, thanks.
Kinda has all the-
Yeah,
Jeeves.
data on the Commutatus Interruptus initiation.
Right.
Yeah,
That's where we
yeah.
put
I
our
think that like
servers.
we made it worse for ourselves. I remember like that night, like Chris Cantwell, the director, saying something like, "Okay, this is actually taking way too long." Like
Yeah.
I feel like they
they was like,
found us because it was taking too long, and I think like there may have been easier ways to do everything, but
I
we
think
didn't
so.
realize
Well, also
that.
I think after the Doheny Library break-in, we were like so jacked that we like ran to your
and
dorm
did, like,
room
more shots.
and did shots or like
Yeah.
slam beers or something, and then it was like.
Where are
Before
you
that,
guys?
everybody was calling us very like anonymous, like
Right.
you have 20 minutes to get to the center square, and like we were, and then like a bunch. Then I think eventually Bill called and was like, "Hey, where are you guys?"
What's going on? This is taking too long.
Yeah, it was like,
you
we're like,
guys
"Oh, we're
set up this
coming."
whole scavenger.
Yeah,
hunt.
we kind of like we took the steam out of it a little.
But it was really fun, and these nights would always end with going to Carnegie. What is
Red
it?
62.
Bread 62. No,
No, we went to
yeah, with the
not
deli
the-
Cantors.
Cantor's. Yes.
Yeah.
I really remember 1 year we went to Fred 62.
1 year we went to Fred 62. I remember that. But I really remember Cantor's because
I'm not proud of this.
I had a menu up and Nick started to punch me.
The menus are big.
Yeah. And so like there's a big menu up covering my face and Nick's sitting next to me and he's like popping I'm getting a fist punch through the big floppy plastic menu. And
But
it's
the
hitting my
menu's
face.
taking most of the hit.
Yeah, kind of. Not really. I'm like, stop it. What are you doing? You're like, it's just kind of, man. It's kind of, this is Billy. And it's Billy.
Yeah, that was Billy. That was Billy. That was not Nick.
And then we had to like separate us. They were like, just.
Yeah, they put us on 2 separate tables.
Yeah. And then we're driving back to USC. And it's like totally empty streets. 'Cause it's like 3:30 in the morning. And we get to a red light, and you're in the car behind mine, and I'm in the passenger front seat of the car in front. And you get out of the car, and you come over, and you open the door, and you like start punching me or something. You start like
Yeah, I just started attacking you.
yeah. And I got out, and I picked you up, and then I like dropped you on the hood of the car,
The hood or the trunk?
the trunk of the car.
You like
You, like-
body slammed me onto the trunk. You like WWE'd
Yeah.
me. And then
And I remember you went, oh, Beck's a strong boy.
yeah, I like walked away moaning, Beck's a strong boy. And then years later, I feel like we really talked about that.
Yeah, we
and
did.
you were like, that bugged me for years. And well, we've talked about this. But
yeah,
it's
you were like, one of my best friends that I made at USC, we kind of became friends by like kind of like wrestling and like fighting. And
Clark?
like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that's what when I see somebody I like or that I'm like think something's interesting. That
You're like,
especially
"Eh."
when you're like blackout drunk all the time. Like
Yeah, so
we
if you're
were,
blackout drunk, this is
especially
going to be
when
the
you're
way
Billy.
you're connecting with
Yeah,
people.
but yeah, I mean,
Billy wanted to become friends.
and I've seen this in like little kids too, like little boys. Like there's this my buddy's kid is this little boy and he really likes me, but so he just attacks me all the time.
Yeah.
And so I really do want to stress that it was like I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's everything. It's like, oh, I like that guy. I'm scared of that guy because I like him so much. I respect him. And
This
so
guy's
like
gorgeous,
my
and,
tiny,
like,
he's
I'm just kinda, like, I wanna
gorgeous.
give,
He's
like-
cut.
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah,
gutters. And so your lizard brain, like especially like the unevolved, like drunk lizard brain is just like, take him out.
Yeah. How do
Gotta
I-
take him out.
Yeah. How do I connect with this guy?
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
And it did make sense. I was like, oh yeah, you guys would like fight each other, like had like tasers and like
yeah, well, yeah.
Throwing knives. For me, what is fascinating.
And I never tried to fight Kyle.
That's what I was about to say. Is I
Yeah.
feel like I was.
you don't really
always,
like him.
I never cared for him.
I didn't. I thought you did. Now he's punching my ass.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but it's been an interesting trajectory from USC to now.
It really
I
has
don't
been
know what it
interesting
is.
and
I think, well, also I think,
I
you
did
know,
at times feel like the middle man.
Really?
In Good Neighbor. At times, yeah, I felt
Oh, like you were the peacemaker.
to a degree. yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah.
I would 100%
Yeah,
agree
yeah.
with that. Yes,
between Beck and I,
I think everybody. Yeah, at
I
times.
mean,
I
but
could see
also
that.
like between Dave and us,
Yeah.
and
Which,
Yeah.
was something that my parents did to me over the course of their splitting up. So,
yeah, they
you
put
know,
you in
it
the middle.
was-
So you're used to being in the middle.
Yeah, not a position I would ask for, but I was sort of placed in. And
Yeah,
well, maybe they realize that it's something you're really good at.
yeah, it's a superpower of yours. You don't think about it as a weakness. Like you're incredible. You can like put people at ease and bring them
it's just
together.
Sometimes, like a 12-year-old doesn't want that sort of pressure on his.
Well, sometimes a 12-year-old has to step up to the plate and rip that sword out of the stone to
Yeah,
take
man,
the
it's the sword in the stone. This is like
Take
it's
the
not.
throne.
You might not be ready for it, but the world's ready for you, and it's time to you stepped up to the plate
And
and you crushed it.
And
dude.
also, sometimes maybe he can't get the sword out of the stone, and his parents end up splitting up.
yeah, if you would have gotten the sword out of the stone, maybe your parents would still be together.
Yeah. No. I thought about it.
Yeah,
Dude, that's a bit I always did, actually. I don't know if you remember this. I would kind of constantly invite my mom and dad to parties and stuff and sort of be like, maybe we can parent trap. But this was a solid 15 years.
I don't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
remember them both
and my
being at a
my
party.
father's
No, I-
already remarried.
Yeah, and your stepmom's there.
Yeah.
I think everybody had a good sense of humor about it.
No, yeah. To me, it's like it was never really that funny, but like something that I had to sort of survive.
Yeah, you had to find a way out of it, but so you wouldn't cry.
He doesn't like being perceived as a party animal or like kind of a bad guy or anything like that. I remember like there was a phase
but he's not,
in
right?
college where I would go like, ow, and I'm like, come on, Dad, dude. He's like, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm not howling, Kyle. I'm a good. I'm a
but I
respectful
will
man.
embarrass him now that like one of these weekends he stayed at our house at 25th and Hoover and we all like a bunch of us went out to a party, and he's like, I'm just gonna stay here at the house. And we came back, and he is like only in his tighty whities, smoking a cigarette on the couch, watching
Inside.
like drinking
Inside.
wine and watching the History Channel.
Yeah.
And it was such a rad, like, kind of.
It was sick.
Like, had you ever seen your dad like that before?
maybe as like a 9-year-old, like,
It's just like,
Yeah,
he's like, oh, hey guys.
you guys are back.
it's so cool to me. That
Yeah,
is so
I know.
awesome. We're just goofing around. We're just having a lot of fun.
Mhm.
We get into the group
We did shows every week on the lawn.
every Friday at 1 p.m.
Yep.
Let's see the flyers right there.
Yeah, you see,
12 p.m.
Oh, the date auction?
and like this is.
That's fun. That's
From
from
Mill
that's from
Valley.
the Bay. Yeah.
But we would do 2 rehearsals a week. Is that right?
Sounds right.
Like
a
Sunday
Wednesday,
night
Sunday,
and
maybe?
Sunday and
Yeah.
Thursday, and
Which
then
is-
1 show a week, and then
A sketch show at the end of every semester.
and then we would have rehearsals for that.
And we also had like a lot of. I felt like we did a lot of extra shows.
We
like,
did.
for
We would do,
incoming
like-
students.
Yes.
Yeah, for prospective
Do you-
students and things.
You know what I was thinking about? That this is embarrassing. I feel like it's funny. I remember Nick being here. I don't know if you were there. You definitely are aware of it, Beck.
I might not have been because there was definitely a lot.
There was an era when we were doing shows across the street from. You
Oh.
must have been there.
You must have been there when we
It was because we were at
23rd
25th
Street
and
Theater?
Hoover.
24th Street Theater.
24th
yeah,
Street
Yeah,
Theater.
yeah, I was there.
And-
Oh, I was there for your.
Yes,
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
For the-
Night.
we would have parties. Yeah,
Yeah, essentially, like
It was kind of a perfect setup.
it really was.
this was a
It's great.
theater that was
Except-
truly
Yeah.
like steps away from our house. Like
It's
it
a
was
kitty corner.
half a block.
yeah. And we had a house we could have parties at.
And also,
Yeah.
like, again, not to talk too much about the influence of alcohol on that time in our life or our friendship, but like, we were an improv group. We liked to party.
We liked to party.
Yeah.
It was a
Which is-
big part of it.
Not necessarily, I don't know that that's everybody who, like, kind of is into this stuff.
Into improv.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think so. I
I
think
mean-
we were definitely the bad boys.
We were bad boys.
I think we like to think of ourselves. I have to imagine every other improv group in college is also like, I'd chalk on a beer before the show.
right.
But we were mainlining it.
We were bad boys.
Yeah, we like to cause trouble. It like
Yeah.
it like excited us to cause trouble. Yeah, it makes sense.
We all
It's
kind of gelled really well, and we really like drinking beer. We
Yeah.
like doing Jello shots.
Yeah.
But we,
You
And
were
if,
a
and
big
if, and
shots
if somebody
guy.
and if somebody was like, "Hey, quiet down," we were like, "All right, let's get louder."
All right.
yeah, so we would throw a
All
big
right.
party before we would perform. The show was at like probably 9 or 10.
No,
No,
because
it
they
was
were
midnight.
midnight shows.
Oh, they were midnight
Yeah,
shows.
it was like how many shows did we do? Was it like a month?
It was like it was like a
We had a
full month of
a
shows.
residency.
A
Yeah, we had a
residency.
residence every Saturday night at like 12:30 or something.
So we
Yeah.
would like people would probably come over at 8.
Yeah, we would
and we'd
have a
be
party before.
partying for like 4 hours, and then we'd like
All
march
go over
everybody
together.
from the house who were like our audience members to the
and our
theater,
closest friends.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
everybody's blitzed.
and then put on an improv show for them,
Uh-huh.
which
Oh
may
my
have cost
God.
money. It might have been like $5 or something.
And remember,
No,
they
remember,
like they
did
like
we get
they,
money?
at the theater they had like a little snack bin
Yeah.
for us and stuff. I think we just like threw it.
Yeah, it was like a gift basket.
It was
we
so
did like
sweet.
we did
so
like kind
kind.
of like sort of
Probably pretended to have
heavy
sex with all
metal
the snacks.
style, like kind of rock and roll, like kind of Gene Simmons or something like that. Like fuck this,
fucking
What is this,
banana.
granola bar?
and
And then
Really
we'd pull like
awful.
pocket beers out and just chug them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we did. I don't know which show it was. We'll go ahead.
yeah. So this was probably like the second or third in the run.
Yeah.
They had been, I guess, successful enough that we were still doing them.
Yeah. We were
But
feeling good. Feeling
I
too
was
confident.
probably,
Yeah.
I guess, I was especially messed up, or maybe I was the normal amount that I always
Yeah.
was, but like this happened to be the day where something
Maybe you
bad
weren't messed
happened.
up enough, and that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
was off.
I remember so a scene. I want to say the initial one was like a game called maybe like something about how you enter a game a scene.
New entrance or
You're
something?
losing them, Kyle.
New entrance, first line or one of the I don't know, but it was like or maybe it was due choice or something like that. But it's like the suggestion was maybe do a dance to get into the scene or do the worm might have been the specific.
I think it was worm
suggestion.
related.
Yeah. Well, that's what you did.
Yeah,
That,
so I
yeah.
did like I entered the scene doing the worm and my chin hit the stage floor.
Which was just cement.
Yes,
Yeah.
and immediately started profusely bleeding.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it exploded.
yes, and I didn't really notice. I think as it happened. So I was still like, sorry, Mom. I think that maybe I need more chips.
And it's just like in the audience is like,
oh no.
yeah,
Kyle,
no, you kept going.
You kept going.
Like,
Could you?
Yeah,
And
maybe.
then Helea DeBarros, I think, pulled you off stage.
Yeah,
But
so
didn't
then-
you do it again?
Well, so then the scene ended, and then like I think I was like taken off stage, and like got Band-Aids put on me or whatever, and then I was like, I'm good, I'm gonna get back in there.
There's literally a blood stain on the stage at this point.
And then like, so now we're in like the second half of the show, and then I play another game, and then I immediately fall on my chin. And
but did you fall or did you like do the worm again
I
as a
don't
callback?
remember
No, it was
exactly.
I don't remember if it was the worm. I feel like we all had kind of like special moves or moves that we just relied on a lot. Like I would used to take my pants down in a wiggle way. Like I would mime taking them down.
And you would like get killed. Well,
Yeah,
you'd,
kill like. But and you used to just like you would do this thing where it felt like you had disjointed all of your bones.
Yes,
and you would just clap.
You'd be like ah,
like a marionette. Like if you just cut the strings on a marionette, you would just like collapse into yourself. And so you did that, something like that again.
And then it immediately, and then
onto your chin.
It broke whatever.
It broke it even further.
Yes.
Because then you started really bleeding. And I
then-
remember it like blood coming out of your
And
chin.
I'm pretty sure Jess was the director.
Yeah, I
and
think
I
he
remember
must
he's
have been.
like, scene!
Yeah, he's like, see, good night, everybody.
Thanks for coming out.
And then, yeah, that was one of the situations where I think Jess and his girlfriend at the time like drove me to the ER.
Yeah,
and,
and
then
waited in the ER with you all
just
night.
so fucked up to like kind of
But-
put that on somebody.
But
and-
also, Jess and Lizzie at the time, I mean, they still are great people, but that's a great thing to do.
yes,
And then we
so-
went back to our house and just partied all night.
party.
I'm sure
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else can we do?
And Jess had to be drunk too. Like, there's no way.
right.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it wasn't. I mean, we're looking back at college being like, yeah, I'm sure everybody was as drunk as us, where
I know.
everybody's like, no, man.
No.
You guys were kind of special.
Yeah, everybody was drunk.
Everybody
kind
kind of drank, but not that much.
We got master's degrees.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a master's degree, didn't you?
No.
You got a BFA.
BFA, yeah.
Is that not a? No, it's not.
No,
a
master's is like a graduate.
It's fine arts.
Yeah.
I was trying to look
I
up
think-
old shows we did and stuff, and I found like one of the first good neighbor emails we had sent to each other that has
Oh,
early
wow.
drafts of names, and then it has
Really?
yeah.
I will say the Edwood Film Festival was really fun. That was a big part of it. I think like
Was that the 24-hour film festival?
Yeah. I mean, like, not that there's too much to say about it, but like, it kind of grew over time. But that was a really fun. I feel like it was like, because that's when it was with other people, but it's like when we started making videos together. And
Yeah,
like,
with like a timeline and like a goal in mind.
yeah.
Other than what's the robot in your pocket one, I don't remember the other ones. But that was the
Dude,
one
Where's
thing
My Bra?
every year I looked forward to so much.
Rebel,
Yeah, it was
Rebel
so-
Without a Bra.
Rebel Without a Bra.
What's
What's that
that
in your pocket?
What was the one that was like the submarine one?
Oh, that one was fun.
And then there was one that was, and then there was a fourth one that you weren't in.
I wasn't
that you
there.
were in. That I feel like, I remember Lowell played a part in shooting part of it, and there were puppets in it.
Yeah.
But I know that might have been. Let me smell my candy.
I think it was. Yeah.
Oh, I think so. Because then I
Let
came
me
back from
smell
New
my
York, and you guys
candle.
were Let Me Smell Like My Candle was a big inside joke, and I felt very left
Yes,
out.
that, which
Oh,
makes
yeah.
sense.
So
It
that was
like-
our senior year.
Yeah,
You
and
were
I
there.
was
we
already
just
gone.
there was some scene where like Beck was voicing a puppet that was like some sort of like oracle,
Yeah.
and he
And he'd
placed
smell
the
his
puppet
candle.
by the
Yeah.
candle, and he's like, let me smell my candy. And it was just something we said over and over.
Yeah,
again.
Yeah. And he smelled his candle and then like had a, it's
Yeah.
like, this is what you must do.
Right.
Do those? They have to exist somewhere. I really
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Okay, so is this a good neighbor thing?
This is
You
Good
s-
Neighbor. This
yeah.
is a email chain between Christopher Bennett, Kyle Mooney, Patrick Wood, and Dave McCary.
Patrick Wood was a friend of ours who he was our manager,
He was our
Yes.
manager
which like is insane.
and
It's like-
producer, and
yeah,
he lived
producer.
on the floor of my bedroom.
yeah.
Yeah, eventually, but really great guy. No, he was a great guy. So this
Not
is
to-
Dave's top 10 names. His first choice was Good Neighbor. I'm guessing
Yeah.
that's why we did it. Good
So
Neighbor.
so we've talked about it. There is a pitch. These are him pitching them, or these ideas have already been.
I think they've
discussed
pitched him. I think, remember, it was between Good Neighbor and Pizza Party
Yeah,
for a
Pizza
minute.
Party.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Kind of like pizza movie.
these are all kind of just a combination. I don't have the whole conversation in here because I
Okay.
think we just probably talked about it in person. Good Neighbor, Pizza Party, Best Neighbor, Sleepy Neighbor, Secret Neighbor, No Neighbor, America's Next Top Neighbor,
Hmm.
Disney, Google, and Moon Man. which probably could have gotten us in a lot of trouble.
That's one phrase.
That's one
Disney, Google,
name.
and
Yeah,
Moon Man.
Disney,
So
Google.
it's the
and
idea
Moon.
that like you guys represent Disney and Google.
I guess so. I didn't understand that one.
Yeah.
You're Moon Man. I guess. Am I Google or are you Google?
And is it possible that's a bit?
I think that might be a bit.
Yeah, I think it's a bit.
But so I was going through this because this is a long chain. We never really wrote new emails. And then Kyle, you had, we kind of go through videos that we hadn't released. And I think some of these we have never released. But then Kyle, you kind of get into describing what we are.
Wow.
So you kind of described, hey, I watched 18 while Dave was asleep. And I really like it. It's great to see all of our faces, and it's what I truly imagine Good Neighbor will be. It's just the three of us, like old times. We're kind of like the new Lonely Island, or Stella. We also have great looks. Ruthers is kind of the skeezy, cute-faced Italian. I'm the guy with glasses. What's that?
Do you have any Italian in you?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I'm like quarter Italian, or maybe half Italian, I don't know. I'm the guy with glasses, and Beck's the party animal jock.
Great.
Yeah. And then you wanted to do some Nintendo 64 stuff. I just you always thought I was kind of a skeezy, cute-faced Italian guy?
I think so. Yeah, that's a compliment.
It's not bad, yeah.
It's sexy.
How do you react to that?
Italian's very sexy.
There's a few more emails, and then I chime in and I just say skeezy, cute-faced Italian with a few exclamation points. And that killed the whole chain. We didn't respond.
Did I ever say anything?
You probably did. I don't know how to... I think you were happy being the party boy.
It is.
Yeah.
It's so
the party animal jock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But also,
good.
I want to know more about you. You're just the guy with glasses?
Well, I
And
think
long hair, curly long hair too.
It is like a
It is like a
tropey
trope.
thing.
Yeah, sure. You're the Egon.
And I want to say, like, we've never became anything like the Lonely Island or Stella. That was very wishful thinking, and
But it did help
Heroes.
us get to where we are because you did. We were all watching Lonely Island, but you were like, "Oh, we could do what they're doing. Why don't we just do that?"
Yeah, you were
why
like,
don't we put
"These
videos
guys
up on YouTube?
suck."
I never
You were like,
said that.
"Oh, we could
Yeah,
do
these
this
guys suck.
better."
Let's do what they're doing.
It is
That's
tough.
exactly
It is
how it
tough
worked.
to like, because I have done some fishing of like old emails before, and
It's so hard.
it is so cringy because like some of it is so sincere, and it'll be like, like kind of a strategy for getting our videos seen more, and it's like,
Yeah,
hey guys, so we got to upload to Splink, Block,
right. Yeah, Gruber,
Bloogers,
Crackle.
yeah.
As soon as our video goes up on Funny or Die, we need 6 computers going voting funny. Like
Yeah.
we were like really trying to make it happen.
It is very sincere. Like, and also like us talking about meeting, and like I was just trying to find like old memories of it, and just it is like, and we were grinding. I have so many emails. I think we all emailed like hundreds of colleges, and it's just like, hey, California State University, Northridge, we would love to perform. Like we just cold emailed hundreds and hundreds of schools.
Yeah.
To me, that is, I'm glad you brought that up because I've not thought about this in a minute. But yes, the very first shows we did as Good Neighbor, we went to Austin, I believe, outside of LA.
Yeah.
And we did some sort of festival there. But then the next big one was this like East Coast tour we manufactured that Patrick helped us out with as well. And we played this venue, Mo Pitkins. It was like the last in New York. It was like closing. We were like one of the last
That's right.
Upstairs, right? Yeah.
performers ever do it. But yeah, we tried to sort of build this college tour, and I forget, we ended up playing Alfred University.
Yeah.
But there was one of the colleges that
First time we got picked.
dropped out like a week before.
I think it was Harvard.
It was Harvard. Or it was either Harvard or Yale. It was like a Ivy League.
And I feel like it was like they had never actually committed.
Yes.
It was like just through emails. And they were like, and we were, I think we were staying at my aunt's house, and we were like trying to draft a response to be like,
yes,
all right.
They essentially were like, hey, you know what? We forgot. This is our homecoming weekend, so we can't do it.
Yeah, we can't even.
Yeah.
But they were flying us out and paying us. Like they were the ones they were the big paycheck, I thought. They were the ones that made the whole tour make sense.
Right.
I think they did end up paying us.
That might have been, but there might have been another call. I think that maybe we got the deal out of Harvard, but there was another college that did fuck us over. And I remember what happened was they're like, hey, turns out we can't do it. So sorry. And then I believe you were the brains behind the draft of the email back to them, which is like, us trying to sound as like,
Professional.
and
Like,
articulate
well,
as possible.
we've gotten us into a financial situation. We just need you to
Right.
cover
And
our-
like a little
Unfortunately,
legal.
a promise was
Yeah.
made, and
Yeah.
you must retaliate with proper compensation.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Something you would just have like Chat GPT.
and then they
doing
just
that.
like immediately responded back with like, "No, there wasn't a contract. We don't know you jack shit."
Yeah, good luck.
guys, I got it.
Yeah.
Well, be put forward by this agreement.
Greetings.
No, we didn't sign anything.
Which
Fuck
also,
off.
the other, of course, classic email was when after our sketch Unbelievable Dinner, which, by the way, I got a little something for us.
Ooh.
Oh, an unbelievable lunch.
Keep talking.
Yes, this was a big career high point
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
all of us. And this lasted for years and years.
It still does.
It still does. I found that email too as I was
Oh.
scrolling around.
Oh, here it is. For the listeners, Kyle is behind the couch. He's putting on a T-shirt on top of the T-shirt that he currently has on.
Oh,
Coming down.
This is the shirt.
This is the Sade shirt.
Sade.
Sade. What'd I say?
Sade.
Oh, that's how.
Yeah, you
she-
know-
That's how.
you know
that's how.
Sade.
That's how C likes it.
Yeah. S.
This morning, I was going to wear this today. I've developed a little secret for sort of how to get wrinkles out of my clothes. That is
What do you
pretty
do?
lazy. I just I spray the shirt
Yep, I
with
do
a
that.
little water,
Throw
and then
it-
I throw it in the dryer.
Yeah, it's
right?
great. It's perfect.
But I accidentally
Discovered a secret.
He thinks it's a secret.
go ahead, fuck with me. No, fuck with me today.
I figured out
I
this way to
discovered
clean
a
my
secret.
to
Fuck
clean
with
my
me today and
clothes.
see what happens. Fuck with me today and see what
Wow.
happens.
No, man, no, we're not gonna fuck with you. today. We're
it's
just
just
trying to
exciting.
connect.
with me today.
It's just
See what
exciting.
happens.
It's exciting when you discover everyday
You have
normal
no
things.
idea what's inside my backpack.
I have another secret.
Whoa.
It's like if your clothes are dirty, you can put them in the
the basket.
no, you put them in the what's the,
Toilet?
no, what's the machine?
Washer?
Yeah, the washer.
Uh-huh.
You put soap in there, and then when it's done and it's wet, you put it in the dryer, and then it gets all dry.
Oh, okay.
No, not this, man!
Don't get your backpack, man.
So do we have
No. It's like not a secret. Other people know that shit, but it's like the way I do it is very specific and funny as fuck.
I do feel like it's a hack to like spray it.
Anyway,
Like,
I sprayed it with like Lysol equivalent. I grabbed the wrong bottle
oh,
You sprayed it with like bleach.
with like some sort of like cleaning
Probably
solution.
a fire hazard.
But Unbelievable Dinner was a sketch that we did where do you ever say this based on
No.
the scene from Hook where they
Yeah, they
are
have their like
eating-
imaginary feast.
yeah.
they imagine food and then it becomes real to them and then
If they see it,
get into
yeah.
a food fight.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yes.
It's a lot of like scooping of like blue
Yes.
colored.
Yeah, like
Blue
clusters.
rainbow goop or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
And I will say, to me, I think it's a pretty quintessential Good Neighbor sketch. I think like it sort
Yeah.
of represents
People don't talk about it enough, I don't think.
a
Yeah, it
lot of
doesn't.
what our voice was when we were like kind of all playing versions of ourselves. If that
Mhm.
makes any sense?
Yeah, I feel like it's like nostalgia with surreal elements.
Yes.
Like and like always some weird
There's
twist.
some sort of fucked up thing that
Yeah.
happens at the end.
some and like maybe a little violence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
anyway, we based it off Hook and we used the John Williams score, and then we got this email from.
Samantha.
That's right.
From a woman named Samantha who said,
You just read it. You were.
I know, I just read it. She said,
She said, "I have a note."
yeah, she said,
Maybe
I'm sorry.
The subject might have been "Note from Steven Spielberg." Is that possible?
Maybe note from Steven, I think.
Yes.
Like note from Steven. Hey, like hope I'm not disturbing you. I'm Steven Spielberg's assistant, and
He just wanted to pass.
yeah, he wanted to
along
pass
this-
along a note, and then in quotes it was, "My daughter Sasha
And
I watched your video, Unbelievable Dinner,
and we just howled with
With
laughter.
and we howled with laughter.
Yeah. And he said, keep making movies.
Keep making fun. Yeah, keep making movies.
And then, so
And
this
then
was
we-
another situation where it's like, okay, how do
We
respond
got to
to
we
this?
put our best brains
Oh
together.
my God. Yeah.
For like I want to say hours, if not 2 days. We
Oh.
were like, well, how do we respond?
This could be everything.
This could be everything.
And I want to say it was it definitely wasn't me who came up with the bit of it all.
We ultimately said, well, I think we knew it. We wanted it to be funny and not just like we're not worthy.
Yeah,
We're not worthy.
Yeah.
So it was like, thank you so much. I just read this too. It was like very sincere. It was like, thank you so much. That means a lot to us. Something to that effect. And then we said, we've been following your stuff too.
Yeah. We think.
Keep up the. It was something like keep up the good work. You're onto something.
You're on the right track.
Yeah, you're on the right track,
Yeah.
or something like that. This is after like Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Well, that came out in like 1993.
So
it's
it
a
was
while-
definitely after that.
Yeah. So it was after Jurassic. It was after
by, like-
Jaws.
This was before.
It was after Schindler's List.
This was before Guardians of the Galaxy.
This was sort of like War of the Worlds.
right. So he was kind of on a down spin. He really was.
You know what? Okay.
But then so we sent that and we were just like, oh, and then we said also we would love to get coffee or drinks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With you, Samantha, and Steven.
Uh-huh.
And then we never heard back ever again. We
Yeah.
never heard back.
No, it said, of course.
But then
not.
years
Now
and
that
years
makes
and
sense.
years later, I was at the bar in Echo Park on Sunset,
Drackers?
Draggers. I was at Draggers before they changed by the new ownership and became
Draggers Jr.
Jaggers Jr. So when they were Jaggers Senior, I was back there and somebody was like, oh, you're from Good Neighbor. And I was like, yeah, what's up? And they were like, my best friend is Sasha Spielberg. And they sent her and her dad sent you an email
right.
like 6 years ago and you never responded. And I was like, that is not true. We responded like as quickly as we could with a really funny dig at Steven Spielberg. And he was like, she never got it. He never got it. And like weeks later, apparently Spielberg, Steven himself was like, you know, cutting a steak and smoking a cigar and drinking cognac at like family dinner. And he was like, those Good Neighbor guys never reached back out to me. He was like, questioned why we never reached out. And
That's
then
crazy.
his conclusion was they must have thought it was a joke. They must have thought somebody emailed them and said, hey, Steven said you're doing a good job. And so I know he's a big fan of I know he's one of the true rockos.
Yeah, he really is.
So I guess this is a good time to tell him that we are interested in getting coffee.
Yeah, we would love
with
to
him.
make the next Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I feel like Kyle could be one of the dinosaurs.
Wait.
Jurassic Park is screaming for a sequel.
Wait.
What do you mean might be one of the dinosaurs? Though? I'm like, sorry, I'm kind of caught up in that.
Well, I just think that you'd be one of
A smart dinosaur.
Yeah, with glasses and long hair. And it's kind of like, you know, because so far the dinosaurs have been like really ferocious. But can you imagine Kyle like, hey, yeah.
Oh, like Grogu. Like a baby Yoda. You could be
It's like,
like,
whoa, they made a different kind of dinosaur. And he's like, yeah.
what do I do with these?
Yeah,
Well, I don't.
I can see it.
And he's just like,
an interesting idea.
he's just shitting all over the place. And he's just,
Yeah, you're just shitting everywhere.
and he's trying to hump everything.
Oh, he's a horny little cute dinosaur.
I mean, I'd do it if it's what the group wants to do. I know we've not
Yeah.
done a lot of shit together recently, but if you want me to play the nerdy dinosaur,
Okay.
sure.
yeah,
yeah.
we would love to.
That'd be great.
Um,
And you could kind of be the Pratt role.
yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I would love that. And you could kind of be like the Goldblum.
Goldblum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is that his
okay.
name?
Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah, Goldblum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what story I was thinking
Dr.
about?
Ian Malcolm.
Dr. Ian Malcolm.
Okay.
No, go, no, go ahead, Kyle.
Okay, this is another like
Dr. Ellie Sattler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Hey, I didn't name another one.
Muldoon.
Nice.
The hunter guy.
Oh wow, you know all their names.
Mm-hmm.
Do you? Okay, this might be
Pablo. Yeah.
when you and I were in Mexico.
Oh, well, yeah.
To
yes.
me,
Where
there
was
are-
Beck? You must have been
I
in
think
like
you might have been in
Ireland or something.
Bada. 'Cause this was a spring break.
I
You were
was
abroad.
studying abroad, studying Shakespeare in London.
You weren't there.
Okay.
You were.
I mean,
abroad.
you have your own
I-
incredible Mexico story. So I'm going to tell the story.
Okay. Yeah.
So we went to were we at Puerto Vallarta? Where were we?
I don't remember.
But like sort of
Like a cheap
spring break
destination.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't
Um,
like Cabo or anything. It was like somebody on the campus walked by and said, "Here's $80 for like a week of a hotel room." It was like a.
That's what it was
crazy-
our freshman year too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nick and I decided like there was like one main discotheque, one main club that we would like go to every night and dance at. And Nick and I were like, "You should try to get some drugs."
Yeah, we need drugs so we can dance. Dance and drugs.
Yeah, sure.
But like, I don't know how we devised this plan, but it's like, let's get in a cab and then like ask the cab driver.
I think somebody told us like just go. Any cab driver knows, so you just have to get in a cab and then talk to them.
right.
I think.
Yeah. Okay.
So we did.
Sounds good.
So we did
Sounds
that,
very
and like
safe.
I feel like you probably spoke in like
A little bit.
broken Spanish, and was like, "Hey, we're trying to get some drugs," and the cab driver's like, "I got you,"
Yeah.
and just took us to the front of like a random apartment building. He he ran into the apartment,
I don't know if I know this story.
and then just like we were just sort of sitting in the back of the cab for like 9 minutes. or
Really
whatever.
stupid. And
So sketchy.
so
especially
sketchy.
now.
Yeah, we
What-
just kind of were like, eh.
And then he came back, and then here's the part where I'm like trying to figure out what was happening, because I don't know if we got dropped off back at the club or if we decided to get dropped off away from
in the parking lot, like that dirt parking lot.
Yeah, because we were in like sort of a vacant lot.
Well, the club I remember had like, it was like half constructed building, and like the bathroom itself, it had all of the stalls for pooping.
For pooping?
Yeah, like it would cut off here. There was no privacy in the stalls. It was like,
right.
do you remember? It was just like
don't
not.
remember.
I think that's probably why we were like, let's just go.
Like just
outside
go into
somewhere.
like a truly just open area of like dirt,
Yeah, like a
and-
festival park, like fairground parking lot that was empty.
and then immediately hear like policia, like
Yeah, immediately.
Really?
and flashlights are being pointed at us, and
We're like surrounded by like 4 people.
Really?
Nick
Immediately.
throws, and it's dark, so like it feels like it could be.
Yeah, it feels like
safe.
we're good.
And then
I think immediately I was like, should we start making out? Like I was thinking like, should we just be like, oh, we're out here because we're gay, but we didn't.
Wow.
and one of the officers immediately finds
Oh,
them
immediately.
Really?
We're like, whoa, no problem. And he just like laser beams it.
and picks them up. He's like, drogas. And we were like, oh shit, what do we do?
I was running through like calling my mom from like a prison in
Same.
Mexico, and it would have been a good trip
Oof.
up to that point. I was just like, it's over. Like I got to admit that like do stupid things, and
yeah,
then
and I'm in prison.
yeah, I'm in prison, and I guess you got to come down here, or
Yes.
I'm dead. And then you swooped in. You immediately became fluent in Spanish. It felt like, I don't know what you said, but you
Like probably like tengo dinero.
yeah, I think so. and that like stopped it.
But I had
Yeah, 'cause
like
that's
I
what-
think I had like maybe maximum $30, but probably more like $15.
I don't think
$12.
I had anything.
And I took out the cash and I gave it to them, and they're like, okay.
Wow. Yeah.
And then they left, and we like just stood in this dark parking lot, just like, and then we
We're
like walked
we gotta
back
go
in-
get some drugs.
Yeah, and then we got back in a cab.
Did you get back in a cab?
No. We
Oh,
went
yeah.
back in, and I remember like it was like Dave and Eddie, and like this was like 2 improv groups were
Yeah,
hanging
yeah.
out, and so we like went back into all of our friends who had no idea that any of this thing had
Wow.
just
But it was
happened.
like it truly was so scary. Like, this is the end of my life. This is like
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah, you have to let your parents know the truth, and like
Something's
it's
going to
so
happen to
scary
me that I
sometimes.
can never change. It'll be
Yes.
with me forever.
Yeah.
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 But
Oof.
now it's
And
just,
just
a
the
story that,
shame of it, and
Yeah.
then
Right.
I it's like, where's Billy now? Huh? That was Nick.
Yeah. That was Nick.
That was
Billy
Nick.
can't get you out of this
But
one.
you
Billy
had
Kid.
your own Mexico story.
Yeah,
Do you want to get
yeah.
into that or no?
I mean, I flipped an ATV.
Yeah, that's
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
I mean,
there was-
some stories can be long and detailed,
yeah,
and some
we
stories
were
can just
we were in
be-
Mexico. We took ATVs out and we like brought them back, and they're like, you can do another 15 minutes. It was like sunset. It was starting to get dark, and I like went off a mound and landed, like went flying off of it, landed on my face and my
Yeah.
neck. My body went up, my legs went back down. Like it looked like I broke my neck.
Yeah, we
and
saw
I was
it.
fully unconscious.
You like speared off an ATV just like an arrow, and then just straight head into another like dune.
and you were you were there.
It was me and Nick.
yeah,
me
and you
the
went
other
to go
Nick.
get you were holding me.
Yeah,
in
Nick.
your arms for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
I
and was
don't know.
fully
I have
out.
no idea, but it had to be long enough for Nick, our other buddy, who I was like, go get help, and he like started running, and I was like, no, take the ATV, and then he got his ATV and drove back into town
Yeah.
until truly like a Ghostbusters era ambulance, like the ones with the cool wings, like, you know, the
Yeah,
Ghost
yeah.
Mobile. Like we didn't have the Ghostbusters stuff.
Bankman
on.
and all them.
Yeah, Bankman,
Slimer.
Slimer,
Bay Puff.
Janine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Spiegel.
but they picked me up, took me to a Red Cross, and they strapped me onto a gurney or
Yes,
whatever.
but during those 15 minutes, before we get to the Red Cross, or however long that was, it had to be 10 minutes or longer. I
Yeah.
truly cradled you,
Yeah.
and you were unconscious. Your face was bleeding. You had like sand embedded into your whole face, and you were like death rattle breathing, like. And I like said the most sincere prayer I've ever said, like truly just, and because I'd met your parents not too long ago, and I was like, I'm gonna have to like tell them that their son died in my fucking arms, and it was terrifying. And then like Nick Clark rolled back in on the ATV, and then that ambulance pulled up, and but like moments before you started like kind of moving, and they put you on a gurney and took you to like a little clinic, which then you started being funny again.
Yeah, then I was like, yeah, we had a video camera. I was like, record it. And I got a shot in my butt, and they were like, I was like, my butt?
Yeah.
They like, it was like,
I like had to get on my stomach, and they had like,
the video camera was set up so that it was like basically like you belly down with your
and, like,
face.
you could see my butt cheek behind
you
me.
could see like the two dunes of his butt cheek.
Yeah, and the guy's like, okay, you ready? Don't move.
Listo?
Stay still. And popped it out and just went,
Yeah.
No, then you said, you went, no me gusta.
No me gusta.
And Eddie Quintana compiled this footage.
Yeah, he made.
It was kind of crazy because so much of it was documented. Like,
Yeah, it was.
Seemingly like you see like there was footage of you guys having fun with the ATVs, and then there is
and like it's light out and it's getting darker and darker.
Truly, I think like moments of this thing that you're talking about of like you cradling him, like we're catching. I feel like you do hear some of that dialogue or something. Maybe I'm fully
that might be, but
then all set to like Baba O'Reilly by the Who.
yeah. And then he played it at like a party like months later, and it truly felt like a memorial video. Like,
but I survived.
It is.
And then they treated you for free, which is very nice.
Yes.
But they did not know that your arm was broken.
Right, and
because they didn't do an X-ray. You got back.
But I got broke, and I was like, I looked like Tom Cruise from Vanilla Sky.
You did.
Like, and I like couldn't like.
So
it was like
sexy.
I bit the side of my mouth, and I like heard to talk like that, and like my whole face was like sort of like looked like it was burnt.
Yeah, because
and all my acting
over.
teachers were like, "Oh no, is this gonna be permanent? Is your career over?" And then like a couple days later, I was like, my arm hurts, and it was broken. I had to go get a cast. And so like the end of my freshman year, after spring break, I ended up like buzzing my head too or something.
Yeah.
And I had like this cut all along my face with like a pussy like corner of my mouth that was like all cut, and a cast on my arm, and it was just like a mangled spring break.
I kind of think Cass looked cool.
It was sexy. That was my
really?
thought. I remember.
Because you've always been a
era.
tank top. You just like kind of always have.
I can like
bruised.
see. I can
God.
like
I feel
definitely
like
see images of it.
Those photos, I look back and I'm like, oh God,
Yeah,
never again.
I don't know. I agree. It's something cool about it.
It is. I mean, like I'm saying maybe the obvious here, but like we've been through some serious battles together.
Yeah.
Like we've been on the ground.
Yeah, we've
been in the trenches.
In the party trenches.
Like truly, truly
in the
like
rascal party
life and
trenches.
death
Because that's all we've talked about. So.
Yeah. But also, I mean,
it is like, you know, that's that time in our life. And
yeah,
it's really,
that's true. But
fun.
I think like
that's what,
our little tour, like our tours and figuring out each venue and like running around trying to get an adapter for some MacBook or whatever. Like
being in a new city and being like, oh, we need a lion costume. Like
we need a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And
I tell this.
Yeah,
sorry,
go ahead.
I tell the story all the time of like I remember you always being the guy in my recollection of when we would get to a venue, you would have the tech book. You'd have a book with like all of our sketches with the cues on it, like lights up here, lights down here. That was always you talking to the tech person, the tech director. And one time I just have this might not be an incredible story, but one time I had to do it at UCB. Like you guys were picking up costumes or whatever. Like I was the first person there, so I had to go over the tech, and like I was nervous. I'm not good at that sort of thing.
Yeah,
talking to people, relating to people.
I'm talking to a person who is a man who is my age or maybe even younger, and I'm like, so yeah, after the first sketch, the lights go down, and then we'll do the first video. After that video, lights back up, and then we'll start the doctor sketch. And he's like, and like, whatever. This guy who is truly like just taking UCB classes like any of us or whatever is like, relax, man. It's going to be okay. And I fucking hated it.
Oh, I think you've told that story for years.
Yeah.
Well, usually got under your skin.
Usually it's with the guy's name attached because like it's indicative of a person I think that is some people have feelings on, and like
But also, fuck that. It's like, no, I'm going to be nervous about my show, and
Yeah,
I don't know
but I
if you're
wanna
going to
make sure
do
it's
it right.
right. Yes,
So, like,
right. What
I'm
are you
a
talking
little
about?
more amped than you, Mr. Relax, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Is this a
yours.
good time to take a little pee break?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's take
take a
5.
break.
Okay, we're back. We took a bathroom break. You know what I was thinking of in the bathroom break?
What do you think about?
That email you shared, Nick, that I wrote about how whatever. Like I
Our
think
types?
What did I say? Like we really have it. We're like the next Lonely Island or Stella, which that makes me want to
That makes you
do bad things. Like it really hurts my feelings.
You were so much younger. You were like
Yeah, wait,
making
why
an
does that hurt your
observation. You were
feelings?
like, I have something to say.
It's like egocentric. It's like I don't know. It's
Oh, we're these guys. Yeah, but it's
because I have so much respect for them. Like it just is gross sounding to me.
but it's
Cringe.
but
I
it's
read it as
egg.
like it's reverent and it's like this is where we're aiming for,
Yes,
not like
okay.
we could
This is who we
finally
are.
bury those guys.
But it's funny that it's like coming off of me talking about the video 18, or I call Year 18, which is like which I remember being a very like Lonely Island inspired video, even though there's no rap in it, but it is like high energy, sort of like a dance, like it's like a lot of, it's like a music video-esque,
yeah,
right?
sure.
But the whole bit is just us. We've turned 18 and we're like smoking cigarettes and buying porn, essentially.
Yeah, and like buying lottery tickets.
Yeah.
But it's like such a non-scale. There's like it really
nothing
is one
to
of
it.
our worst things.
Yeah, it's not great.
We were riding high, I think, at that time. Because also there's another email where I send and I'm like, guys, I just checked the Chinese calendar and 2008 is the year of good neighbor. Like
that might be true. That might have been true, actually.
That could have been
yeah,
true.
so then we were really amped about doing the clean diesel bus.
That's right. The
Lots
Which is
of
the-
emails about
converting
that.
an engine to
Biodiesel.
corn oil or
Yeah.
something, which is like why?
That was
I care about the environment.
that was the initial concept for Good Neighbor, was because Nick had moved to New York.
Yeah.
Beck and I were seniors. Nick had already graduated.
Yeah.
And I think we felt like we had such a good thing performing improv and sketch together in college. Like it was sort of, forgive me, but undeniable that like there was a good rapport there. And I feel like when people came to see our shows, like you were interested in like us interacting.
Yeah, we got along really well, and we all played off each other really well. And we also had, we were in a great group with a bunch of great people.
Yes.
Shout out to all those wonderful people.
But the fact that we came up together, I think
we were
had a
the same
special
class.
bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were probably living together by that point. Well, maybe not you, but we were all.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah.
But it was
kind of more of an actor.
You were more of
Yeah,
an
that's
actor. More of an actor.
I did take a year off of improv and sketch because I went to study in London, and then when I came back, I was doing Three Penny Opera.
This is when I was gone, I think.
No, but I'm just saying. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But anyway, you took the serious route.
Yes, but you when you were there, you were living with them. And,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And I feel like even when you'd visit LA,
I'd
from
probably
New
stay
York,
with you
you'd
guys,
stay with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
But so this is spring of 2007 was our last semester, and it was an era when the Lonely Island had just gotten on SNL. We had seen them sort of go from people on the internet, like making videos for Channel 101, to being on Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
And we had seen there was Human Giant. They were people who made sketches for like UCB and now had their own TV show. And like Tim and Eric seemed similar, where like they were kind of making videos on their own and now had like a sketch show on Adult Swim.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like it was an era where it's like, oh, maybe there is something and combined with the fact that it was the beginning of YouTube.
Yeah. Everybody had a platform at that point.
And
there was precedent of like,
yes.
yeah.
And it was early enough where you could actually like pop from it, or like, we were doing something unique, but it still had a track record of working, and like there were all these channels.
There was still like a little bit of a burden to like even enter the game, because you didn't have like an iPhone that you could shoot and edit a sketch on.
Right.
Like, we had to get a camera. We had to have your dad buy us a camera.
Right.
Yes.
And once we had that, I guess we could probably, no, I don't think we had phones that you could film like any
No.
sort of decent video on.
I don't think so.
I think the iPhone had like came out a year before.
But the idea was not, it took us a second to get to the idea of like, just like, we should just make videos.
Right.
First, the idea was like, let's
tour the country.
In a converted school bus,
and
collecting spent oil from like Chinese restaurants to fuel it.
And I feel like there's also a component of like,
Yeah,
we'll travel with bands.
Yeah, we'll have bands.
Yeah, it'll be a whole thing. It'll be like a whole culture.
But then we're gonna live in the bus.
And we did meet with my father,
and we pitched him this idea.
Yeah, because he expressed to me, he's like, I feel like he was a fan. My father has always been incredibly supportive, and he was a fan of our work, and he watched all of us, he would come up to every show.
Yeah.
And he was like, Kyle, I think you guys might have something here, and then he's like, I want to meet with you guys and like talk about potentially investing in the group.
Yeah. And he was staying at a hotel in LA. He was in town for work.
Yeah.
I believe. And he had like this nice suite or something. And we met him at the bar and we like went up to his room. Yeah, it was like Biltmore.
Yeah.
And we like sat down. Like the room had like a big table
lounge
that we could all sit at. And we pitched him the idea and he was like, I gotta tell you, that's not a way to make money.
Well, he said, I got to tell you, I actually spoke to my accountant. He said it's a very bad idea.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he took himself out of it. Took
himself out of it. It was like, we were like, oh, okay.
But you're right. He did get us our camera, the Panasonic DVX100B, I believe.
Yes.
Wow.
Which Dave sort of became the master of.
That's what
I mean, we researched so much cameras, and Dave did become the master of that.
Dave, our fourth member.
Dave McCary, yeah. Yes. And he...
or fifth or third member, second member, you could say. I say fourth because we're all on camera.
Okay. What would the second member be?
I was kidding. Like fourth makes it sound like he was like
he actually would be second alphabetically.
Second alphabetically,
right?
Fourth as far as on camera time.
But we do need to give our props and our due that like, so he was not only the filmmaker but also conceptualizing and I think like heavy in like kind of what became the brand of what our stuff.
I think like definitely help define the style, the voice of everything.
His editing,
I mean, he edited everything.
Yeah,
he shot everything. Yeah,
and that was like, I think when we made the conversion to like, oh, we should just do sketch, like do live show. First, it was like we want to do live shows, and we're making videos. We always did live shows, but pretty soon it felt like it was more on there's interest in the videos, so we sort of made that the focus.
Right.
But Dave was already making videos with versions of the group and us, not only at the like Edwood Film Festival, but also like we would do sketch like the sketch. Like I'm thinking of like My Fucking Best Friend, which used to be called Arrival,
right?
Which is a sketch where I basically keep on walking in on Nick having sex with my girlfriend, and then he sort of magically is constantly
right. I'm always back in there.
But like that was
we didn't shoot that for Good Neighbor.
No, it was not. Definitely not.
It was just like let's just shoot a sketch.
Yeah. With no sense of like where this is going to live.
Because we like a lot of these emails are like, here's the sketches we have. How should we release them?
Yes.
So we just started like building up a library.
Yeah. We committed to this idea of forming a sketch group. We had a website, goodneighborstuff.com. People assumed that our name, and we stamped that on every video we made, goodneighborstuff.com. People assumed our name was Good Neighbor Stuff.
Which makes sense.
But
our name was Good Neighbor.
But to finally put it to bed, it was We're Good Neighbor, and that was where we keep our stuff.
Yeah.
But we thought that was obvious.
And Kyle and I have talked about this, but people...
We told it Britannic, because they get confused as Britannic.
Or Britannic. Yeah, like I'm like Good Neighbor Stuff is our name too.
Yeah,
because like most of our fans think our name is Good Neighbor Stuff. So
somebody once like hit us up and was like, "Oh, you guys should. I'm your biggest fan. I've told everybody about you. I've known you guys since day one. You guys absolutely should make a Good Neighborhood Stuff T-shirt."
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
we're doing something wrong.
That's probably an email that exists.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But I feel like there truly is so much to cover.
Yeah.
And by the way, this has been a true delight, and it's been fun reliving all of these memories.
It's so fun. But yeah, we might have to have you, I don't know, back in to cover everything.
Well, I guess, let me check my schedule. Yeah, I guess I could do that.
Yeah, we'll punt it. We'll just check in a couple months.
Can we leave the, sorry,
no.
I cut you off.
No.
Can we leave this section with, we've said this before, can you tell the Good Neighbor name story?
Oh, sure. Yeah. It was our senior year. I was not living with you guys. I was living like down the street at USC.
Yeah. By that big brick building.
Yes, right next to it by Pete's Burgers on 23rd Street.
I used to always get the gyro meal there.
Hell yes.
I like that little Italian place that was around the corner.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That was a cute little
I
spot.
don't remember the Italian.
They did little paninis.
They had little paninis, and they had
Oh, it was like a coffee shop.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
a
coffee shop. We
Yeah.
we played a lot of dominoes there.
Yeah.
But we
I
had
sort of had a missed connection at that coffee shop.
Oh.
By the way, the next time you come back, sorry to interrupt you,
Yeah.
but yeah, we should do like all the rating, Vistango, Pastorama. Just go through
Oh, we
yes,
should do,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
just all the
Vistango.
restaurants, all the spots.
Bistango,
Bistango bread.
Bistango. It changed to Bistango.
Is it Bistango
Oh,
or
yeah.
Bistango?
Yeah.
Wait,
it was
it went-
Bistango.
It started at V or B. Which
I
one?
think it started at V.
And then
Yeah.
they changed it to Bistango? Why?
It doesn't sound like
What
a name.
happened?
And like the 90, we haven't gotten into any.
Oh, yeah, 32nd Street Market.
Hell yeah, dude.
What 24th Street Cafe? Okay, sorry.
Oh, 24th Street Cafe was
Okay,
nice.
so
Felix Autos.
Yeah, that was a big thing.
wait, which market did you say?
34th Street.
32nd?
32nd Street.
Whatever is now like a
What about
really
Sandwich
slick mall.
Island? Remember that
Oh,
place?
God.
In the in
place
the
was awesome.
food court?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You didn't like it?
No.
What about the
What?
Mongolian barbecue?
Mongolian barbecue place
That
was
was cool.
incredible.
That was awesome.
I'd go to the Lions Center and get my just
I get
do like
Indian food at
chest.
the-
Yeah.
at the little food court too.
That was my first experience with a place that had like a boba place that had the lid sealer, instead of a lid.
yeah.
So
Oh,
like
yeah.
like melt it to it and then you stick the
I remember
cool.
Nick giving me the sort of like heads up, like for the Mongolian barbecue place, like whatever you do, don't put the noodles in there because they'll cook the noodles as the base rather than rice. If you don't put any base in there, they end up adding the rice after the fact. So you just put all your veggies and meat in there. You
Waste
pile it in
space.
the bowl
Damn.
as much as possible, and then they're gonna throw some rice in there. But
Yeah.
the minute you put noodles in it, you're fucked.
You're
You're
wasting
fucked. You're
space.
just noodling
yeah.
out. But yeah, the good neighbor name. We had a party at our house, and the next morning I woke up to somebody knocking at our door. Went downstairs, answered it, and it was a little lady, old lady, like white curly hair, glasses, about I don't know, 4'8".
Oh, I thought you were gonna say about 40.
About 40. And she had cigarette butts in her hand. And she was like, "You had a party last night, and people threw cigarette butts into my yard." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
You're
okay."
like fully hungover.
Yeah. She was like, I have a little dog, and he's very curious.
That's right. Yeah, I remember.
Curious.
And he could have gone over to see what the cigarette butts were, got lit on fire, and come back in my house
Yeah.
and
Okay.
burn my whole house down.
Like a very specific narrative.
Yeah. Could happen.
And I was like, I cannot believe that happened. That makes perfect sense. That could easily happen, and I'm so sorry. I can't believe people threw. It's awful that people threw cigarette butts into your yard. I'm so sorry. If we ever have people over again, I will.
Which I can't
I
imagine,
can't imagine
after this.
No, I'll put up a sign. Please don't throw cigarette butts into the neighbor's yard. That's so inappropriate. I'm sorry. And she went, "Good neighbor. Good neighbor." And she just walked away, and I never saw her again. And that was it. And so
And
that
it's
was
very
like,
like
it was like,
authorical.
good neighbor,
It's like,
good neighbor.
Another one of those things, yeah. I feel like I remember us just you telling me that story or telling us that story, and like it's sticking with me. Just hearing "good neighbor, good neighbor."
Good neighbor.
That lady gave us
Yeah.
her name. She was a little oracle.
She was your neighbor, right?
Yeah, she was my
you
neighbor.
were the good neighbor.
And if I was
Well,
the good
actually, if you
neighbor,
go
yeah.
back, she actually was never even there.
She never even
Yeah, she never
existed.
existed, yeah.
Yeah.
Let
well,
me smell my candor.
Let me smell my candle.
candor.
We could talk forever. We've already talked
Yeah,
longer
so
than we've ever
we'll
talked.
bring you back. We'll go over all this shit.
Just do it again.
Yeah.
We'll wear different outfits.
We'll hit the SC, the USC food spots.
Yeah, we'll hit all the food spots.
Got a lot of
We'll talk
lot
about
of
all the
frat
places we
parties that we
lived.
crashed. We could talk about
Girlfriends we've had.
Lots of girlfriends we've had. We've
Oh,
shared
yeah.
space
Dates we've
with
been
lots
on.
of girlfriends.
It was
Yes.
on the list that we didn't get to.
Oh yeah, just as a teaser. Oh, I have a little list too.
Well, this was cute. This is like not even much of a story, but I feel like you and I riding a bike together. I'm not gonna say anything more.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Us riding mopeds? That was-
Yeah.
you talking about, we sort of hit this, like you throwing knives. You and Nick Clark were really into destructive stuff.
We
Stealing
got into
food, we didn't really get into much of like kind of the salad days of it all. Do you know what I mean? Like
when we
even
had
at
our tricks.
USC, we had like, we were sort of like kind of always trying to get food. I feel like, but even after,
Parkside,
like,
bringing Tupperware to Parkside and like
yes.
loading
and then
up.
even in the Good Neighbor era, I feel like there were like a lot of hacks to get to eat.
Yeah.
A lot of it was around the
girlfriends I have
Mongolian barbecue.
on here. I also I did write down racial slur audition. Which is something we talked about the other day. One of our auditioning for
none
us.
of us.
Yeah.
New York City kids.
Oh my God, the New York City kids.
Forgot about the New York City kids. The
And Austin, the Austin trip, the initial Austin festival, like there was some
what was that
moments.
Austin festival?
When?
No, what was it?
It was like the Austin Comedy Festival.
I don't know what it was called.
Really?
It wasn't Moon
I remember
Tower
we did
or
stuff
South by
there.
Southwest. But they invited us to do one more show, and we were like, oh my God. Well, yeah, we'll stay here for a week and do a half an hour show in a week. That's huge.
I remember we got like.
Did we stay there for a week?
Yeah.
And that's when we lived with Jack?
Yeah.
Oh, what a day.
It was
those
awesome.
Days.
Two weeks, just like.
We all lived on like kind of, I call them like grandma couches. They're all connected and they all recline.
Yeah.
Right.
And like 3 of us slept on just a couch, just like reclined like space captains.
Yeah.
Do you remember though,
great.
like there was like a Coyote Ugly moment?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
You did a body
that's
shot.
Oh, that's right.
I
We
think
went to
I have
Coyote
that
Ugly.
on camera too.
That's when I got turned on to Draft House, Alamo Draft House.
Yes,
Cinemas.
we went to see King of Kong.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was amazing. Got to eat like chicken tenders and drink beers while
Oh,
watching
that was
King
the first
of
time I
Kong.
had fried pickles. I remember that.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
We're gonna have to talk about
So
it.
yeah, we don't have time to
The
talk
premise
about
of
that
the
today.
podcast is we do not know what our podcast should be. Nick, do you have an idea or?
I've been thinking about this a lot, and I'm kind of settled on 3 ideas. I think they're all pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think, I'll just pitch them to you. I think all of them could work. So one first idea is we could do a podcast about beer.
Okay.
We like beer. We take
Beer.
or we could do a podcast about Good Neighbor,
Mm-hmm.
which we kind of did.
Yeah.
Or we could do a podcast about betrayal.
Ooh.
Now, the Good Neighbor podcast, it wouldn't necessarily be talking about Good Neighbor. Like, it wouldn't necessarily be talking about our history.
No, it'd be talking about different neighbors we've had and how we've felt about them. Actually, that's not a terrible podcast, but
Good neighbor, bad neighbor, like kind of like what makes a good neighbor.
yeah.
But you were thinking actually like history of good neighbor. Or
Yeah,
like
but we
kinda-
kind of did it.
We
yeah.
also like dissect a sketch.
I mean,
We could go into the specific. We've mainly gotten into pre-Good Neighbor and the beginning of it.
right.
We could either go into that now and make that the podcast, or we could do.
I thought you guys would be really interested in the beer podcast.
I like beer.
I like beer too. But we've also kind of already done the beer podcast in a way because we told so many like party stories.
Yeah.
Caguama?
Caguama.
What's Caguama?
Cerveza Caguama.
That's what they sold at the 32nd.
That was the cheapest beer.
And that's what what's his Gunner drank.
Gunner. I forgot about Gunner.
Yeah.
Was he our neighbor on Scarf?
Oh, he was the guy who lived in the van
I think-
next door in the empty lot, right?
Yes. And he has
Oh
the
my God.
iconic quote of saying, "This was a man who lived in a vacant lot
Next to
to
you
our
guys.
house."
Yeah.
And Dave and I mean, Dave really did. When I was in film school, I had to make movies, and Dave pretty much made my movies, is the reality. And we did a documentary on Gunner, and
Oh, right.
he had a ton of cats. He was like a hoarder essentially, but we had this one quote of him saying to us, I got hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E. They haven't discovered that one yet. And he would like say things like that, and he's like had like one of those old school like laundry, those like little
Oh, like
things
a
that he's
dryer, it's like
yeah, he's
two-
like, this
yeah.
is for my skivvies.
Oh, I remember
he
that.
was like
This
a
is for my
full
skivvies.
weirdo.
He lived in that truly
I
empty
think he
lot.
was like maybe a professor like decades before or something like that.
Oh, wow.
That makes me scared.
But here I would say beer, like maybe we could use it as a jumping off point, and like but I don't know. Betrayal,
Yeah.
I'm like nervous about. Like,
Yeah, that feels like it could be opening up like some secrets that I don't even know about.
But yeah, well, betrayal is a bit of a joke pitch because I don't want to talk about sad things.
Yeah.
right?
But in Good Neighbor, I feel like we've done it. Beer, I thought we could get excited about it because we'd be like,
Well, we might have a beer after this.
All right, we'll be right back with our new podcast,
So
Beer.
that game.
Dude, it's great to be beer.
I didn't expect to see you beer.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be over beer.
By the way, isn't it crazy? It's already we're recording this in April. It's like already so far in the new beer.
Oh yeah, it really is, and yeah, that's weird. You could say it's sort of yeah.
Say something, please.
I'm not really growing a beard. But
well,
yeah.
you know
I do have some facial hair.
I know somebody that I've had quite a few drinks with.
Yeah.
And we sort of have to bury the hatchet.
Yeah.
No, but he's
fantastic.
He really is. He really is a very nice guy, and
guys, I can hear you. I'm
It's
right
neither
over
beer nor there.
of course, he might act a little. Yeah, no.
It might be kind of a, it might be kind of a squirrely Italian sometimes.
Hey,
you know, whenever he's around, there's some trouble brewing.
Yes.
He's one of our,
and it's nobody's malt. It's nobody's malt. What happens when he's
well, guys, hop to it.
He does what he can. Sometimes he's a little bottled up inside, though.
Nice. Yeah, but he can really let loose.
Yeah, and you know what? He cares more than anything, and no cap.
Oh,
Nice.
And get your hand off my Heineken.
Yeah, we got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Nick.
this is Nick. This is Nick.
Yeah, do that, Richelle.
Yeah. Beer is our podcast. That's what it's all about. You told us. Beer is our podcast. That's what we'll talk about. With Beck and Kyle. And our guest today, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Rutherford.
Wow, hello.
It's great to have you here, man. It's great to have you here.
Yeah, great to just draft on in here.
Yeah, I'm excited about the draft.
Yeah, me too.
The new draft, yeah.
I'm not so excited about the military draft, but I'm excited about. Usually, I get excited about a cold, frosty draft.
Yeah, I like seeing it come out of the little spout there.
Yeah.
You know what I get excited for is to see this mug.
Oh, it's Frosty Mug over here. It's nice to see you. It's great to have you here.
And what ails you these days?
Whoa, wow. Well, I guess I'm a little thirsty. Yeah, I'm always a little thirsty.
Crow. Remember that spot?
Yeah,
it's still there.
Okay, so we're saying, do you think we had beers? Oh, I just made Beck fall asleep.
Oh no.
We know we drank at the initiation for Cometus and Reptus.
Yeah.
How many times? We probably had beers before then, right? Together?
During the workshop, we must have.
But I don't know if we did. I don't remember.
We never hung out afterwards?
After the workshop?
Yeah, after it would be like 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. Maybe not.
Maybe not. Because again, it's like, where would we go? To a dorm room?
Yeah, and we couldn't go to Traddy's.
Yeah.
Because I think it was closed. Plus, you guys would go to the dorm, and I'd have to go off campus to go with my roommate, Anshul.
Oh, Anshul.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
oh, my God. Where were you living your freshman year? Or your
just
sophomore
south
year?
of...
I remember that.
It was fairly far. It was 22nd.
Oh, I remember that
and
place.
Hoover, kind of. Yeah. It was like a big strip of a bunch of apartment complexes.
Yeah.
It was an interesting place. Anshul.
I remember there was a quote you used to always say, like, he would be upset at you for what? Playing music loud?
Anything.
Or like...
Anything.
Oh, it was.
Come on, Nick. We can't
Come on, Nick.
Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick.
Come
yeah.
on.
And he was like a grad student in
No, he wasn't a grad student. He was graduated. He was probably 35. And he went to grad school, at USC. And he worked now in Santa Monica, which is probably about a 40-minute drive, maybe longer during rush hour.
Sure.
He worked in Santa Monica, stayed basically on campus at USC because he loved the events. He loved to go to the free speakers, college campus is fun. It's like, you can go and this person is speaking.
Wow, he's just like living that campus life.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I'll get a roommate who goes to college and will get frustrated when he's like having fun.
Yeah, pretty much. We would get in horrible fights and I'd be like, well, I'm only paying a third of the rent because I can't even hang out in the living room. It was.
And how did you find him?
I think Tommy Trojan. I think it was truly classified in the back of the school newspaper.
Daily Trojan.
Yeah, Daily Trojan.
Yeah, Tommy Trojan's the guy.
Tommy Trojan's the statue. It's a mascot.
It's a classic beer thing that we all share.
What's that, Kyle?
Toast. Remember this video?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't remember it?
No.
Because it ends with us saying, "No,
Oh, right, toast,
we
sure.
drink the beer."
Oh, toast.
How much of it do you think you could do right now?
I don't.
I could do 90%.
Oh, I could do the whole thing. You want to act? You want to do the
No,
dance?
we don't. I was just curious.
I feel like it's a thing that we withhold from the people who want to see it to
Yeah,
increase
yeah,
its
no,
value.
no.
Yeah. We do it live. We do it live.
do
If you
it
wanna come
live
see-
now,
If you want to come
so-
see us live,
Which
we'll do
is-
it live for you.
Okay.
Which is what?
Maybe we'll do.
Which maybe we'll do someday, depending on the numbers we get from this podcast.
Okay,
Right.
first beer you ever
Oh,
drank.
Jesus.
First beer you ever drank, do you know?
I remember one of the first beers I ever drank was a Corona in my basement. My parents had a party, and like apparently two people, like everybody, like there were two people in charge of getting beer, basically. No, wait, like my parents thought it was their job to get beer. Somebody else thought it was their job to get beer. They showed up with a bunch of beer. My parents were like, "Oh, we have all this beer. We're going to put it in our extra fridge in the basement." So there was like stocked full of beer, like, and it was like a bunch of Coronas, and we shared one. I remember, and we had like pizza. I think there was like,
Wait, your parents were not there, or they were there?
They were. I don't think they were.
But they didn't know that you were drinking.
They didn't know. We were in the basement. We were having like a sleepover or something. We were like, we're
Yeah.
going to try a beer, and we had a beer, and it was
Coors?
It was a Corona.
Corona.
And we had pizza, and we thought it was awesome.
I don't remember my first beer, but I remember my parents having a party, and I like snuck downstairs. It was like a Halloween party, and one of my dad's friends was like, I was like, "What you drinking?" And he was like, "It's beer. You want to try it?" And I like drank some of his beer.
How old were you?
I was like 10 or something.
I definitely have a
But I
memory.
wasn't, I didn't just like, wow,
Yeah.
Nicky, likey. I think I
Right.
just was like, yes.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
likey.
Yeah, Billy.
Billy's gonna have problems for a long, long time.
Billy found a new facet of his personality.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, I think that probably a lot of people have that
The
that
dad's
experience
friend.
where, like,
Yeah.
or I think my dad might have. I don't even know who. Yes, but I was probably like, I must have been 5 or 6 when I had like a sip, because it's like one of that the thing where you're being like the annoying kid, like, why can't I drink that?
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
some of that, and then like the idea is you take a sip, it's disgusting. You never want to touch
Right.
it, and
it's
it
not-
was
It's
disgusting.
not Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
But I do remember there is like I think it's real that there is sort of some sort of learning curve to like liking the taste of beer. Because the first one I remember feeling like, oh, that's kind of weird, and then it became like one of my favorite flavors.
I know. Is it?
I used to like the taste of it more. It used to like have a different quality to me. Like it had like sort of like it's not like it almost tasted like it kind of smelled like weed, and it kind of had the taste of weed.
You talking about some IPAs?
I think- yeah, I think
some
IPAs.
danky
See, no,
IPAs.
it's not. It's like to me it was like
Simcoe.
Heineken or Rolling Rock or something. Like I remember like the light beers in green bottles specifically had a certain sort of, I don't know, that like I just don't taste
Do
anymore.
you but
But
you
maybe
don't
it's
like
because
that.
I'm having heavier beers like IPAs
I
or
think
Belgians or like whatever.
that my like beer trajectory started at like Coors Light, Bud Light,
I love-
Caguama.
Of course.
I think
yeah.
it's PBR was like the first beer I remember, and Mickey's. We drank malt liquor.
We drank lots of it.
Pabst
Because it was more
in the
effective.
Midwest we had Ice House.
Oh yeah, we had Natty Ice.
We had
natural.
Natty Ice.
Ice House was like 8% or something,
really?
as
I
opposed to
remember-
like a typical 4%. It was like double.
Pabst Blue Ribbon and was I think $5.99 for a 12-pack in 2003.
Caguama was like $10 for a 30-pack, or like maybe $12 for a 30-pack if you can get it.
When would you?
But I loved Coors Light too. That's what I drank at my friend's house, where we were allowed to drink, and the parents sort of like
Oh, that
Didn't
was like
care.
the cool. If you're in the den and if you're
Coors
not
Light,
driving,
Silver Bullet, the tall. It's like
Yeah,
a kind
Coors
of
Light.
a
Yeah,
taller.
it's like
I
a
love
energy
that
drink can.
Aesthetically, it's cool.
yeah, it's cool. I like Coors Banquet beer in the little bottle. It's kind of like a little
Oh, yeah,
Mickey's
yeah.
grenade bottle.
Yeah,
It's
well, that's the way I
spicy.
felt about Red Stripe. I loved the Red Stripe.
Red Stripe
bottles.
bottles are cool.
When you guys could drive, I remember Red Stripe. That was also in the fridge when I had the Corona because it was some sort of like island-y party or something that my parents were having. It was like a theme party. It was Coronas and Red Stripes in the fridge. But did you guys ever, when you got your license or your friends got, their driver's license, did you ever go to a parking lot and post up to ask people
Oh,
if
yeah.
they could? Yeah.
To
Oh,
buy
yeah.
beer for you, yeah.
That was so exciting.
That happened a lot. My family and my other friends' family that we hung out with a lot camped. We went camping a lot,
Yeah.
and that was like you'd go to the little mini mart by the campsite, like car camping, and
Yeah.
then you just pace around and try to get somebody to buy you beer.
What an exciting time. We
Has
used to,
anybody
like-
ever asked you to buy them beer?
No.
I don't think I've ever had it happen to me too. I swore when I couldn't buy beer that if somebody ever asked me to, I would do it for them. to pay it forward.
I feel like
maybe it's irresponsible. I don't know. Is that not?
It's definitely irresponsible. Yeah.
Well, if they're like dangling their keys and they're already like a little drunk and they're like, we're going on a road trip, maybe not. But if it's just like a little boy who wants,
hey, sir, can you help us get drunk?
Hi, sir. I'm actually a really good kid. I've been studying really hard, and I just like a little bit of beer.
Got a 3.2 average, and I just need
There's
to take
6
the
of
edge
us,
off.
so we'll only have a beer each. That is if you get a 6-pack. We have enough cash for a 12-pack if you want to make a little boy very happy.
And you can keep the change.
I'm really sad. I don't know how to be happy. I just don't know
The
how
beer
to
makes me a little happier. I notice it sort of calms me down. It's like a medicine for me.
That's kind of like a medicine for me.
Maybe it's just because it helps me forget all the things I did. I don't know. But I need help getting it.
Family stuff's pretty rough. That's why I need the beer.
I remember, do you guys ever have like any, because when I was first drinking beer, a lot of Paso Ribbon, a lot of Coors Light. Did you ever have like funny or peculiar, I mean, I guess you're saying basements are a thing in the Midwest.
Yeah.
I remember a very specific time, multiple times I think, we went to our friends trying to find a place to drink. We would go to like his parents, they kept their boat in a storage unit. So we would like drive to the storage unit and drink in a boat.
That's like inside
parked.
a shipping crate?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which I
That's
don't remember
cool.
what the lie was. It was probably like, yeah, we're going to go drive to, but it was like, I know where we can go. We can go to the storage unit spot where there's
That's
like
amazing. That's a great
so specific.
There was I think people go to like golf courses sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I thought maybe, I don't know if Chicago, you guys had these, but there's a lot of like buried water towers in the hills. So a big spot for us was like going into the hills and drinking on like a big cement water, like,
Really?
yeah, like you'd be just on this like landing pad for a helicopter, but it had water. Yeah, it was cool.
One of the things that some friends of mine did in, I think it was like junior high or high school, there was like a club that was like this building. It was like very simple building, 1-floor building, and it like didn't have any fences or anything. It had a big lawn. It was called the Kenilworth Club. It was in Kenilworth, which is anyway. And they would like in the winter they would put their beer for these big parties just out in the back, out by the back door,
Because
and like basically like put it in the snow. And so we would just like go by and like try to like sneak attack and wait, and people would be like looking out, and we'd be like giving each other signals.
That's
and you
fun.
like get some cases of beer, and sometimes we got chased and like.
That's
yeah, it was
fun.
really
See,
fun.
I hope kids today are still like doing mini heists.
I hope so too. That was like my favorite thing to do in that time of my life was like stealing stuff that was not
It's like
that
naughty.
high stakes.
Yeah,
It's like kind of
low
like
stage. You're not really hurting anyone. That club
Yeah.
closed down a year later. A lot of people lost their jobs.
Yeah.
We low sales. Yeah.
rode it into the ground.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I remember like, definitely did a lot of beer drinking in college. And I was thinking of like, one of the places my freshman year we would go a lot is where Nick Clark and Dave Riesenberg lived, Scarf Street, which later you and I would live there.
Yeah. Then with Dave.
And was it on Thursday? Was it Thursday Bars Day? Because Nick Clark had built a bar.
Yeah, in a closet, basically.
But I remember you guys. There was always a lot.
there
There was
was
a
a
lot of
day-
video games being played. Was there like a
We were really into Halo at the time, but we had a lot of days. It was Sunday Fun Day,
yeah?
Monday. I think Monday was just Monday. Tuesday Booze Day. Wednesday was Miércoles Cerveza Diez. It was Spanish. Thursday
Perfect.
Bars
That
Day.
works.
Friday is just a Friday, so you can drink
Friday
on
and
Friday. And
Saturday,
Saturday is Saturday. Yeah.
I remember the High Life was a drink. I remember that was
Lots of high lives.
And I remember one of our friends. I'm not gonna call them out, but like probably from drinking too much High Life, but maybe some weed, maybe some vodka in there, barfing into
A heating.
the vent.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Barfing into a vent is like a heating vent is one of the worst.
Well,
things
we
to
all
do.
witnessed it because I think we were like hanging out in the living room and he had passed out on a couch like this and the heating vent was like right here. And he kind of just like woke up and then leaned over into the vent and we're like, no. And he just puked into like the bowels of our house that
Okay.
heats up and circulates through everywhere.
Here's an interesting tie-in. One of my first parties at USC was being hosted at the 23rd Street house that I eventually moved into. That was responsible for the good neighbor name. Patrick Woods was living there. Wait, no.
Patrick Adams.
Patrick Adams was living there. It was like the cool,
was
theater
cool.
house.
Yeah, it
and
was
they were
the
having a
MFA
party.
house.
I remember it was a Halloween party. I was dressed as Richie Tannenbaum, and I was like, I'm gonna be the keg master.
Oh yeah,
Like,
we were
I
sketching
can't
about
remember.
this.
Yeah. All right, let me help you out. It was
You
like
have a
it was like
Kegmaster vibe.
like getting to know people and stuff. And I like absolutely did not remember the end of the night. Chris Lowell, my freshman year roommate, was out of town. I vomited on the floor, didn't clean it up properly, and for the rest of the year, whenever the sun came up and shone through our window, it would like cook the vomit in the rug, and you could like smell it.
I remember
It
this.
was so. I mean, it kind of went away. It did, I think, kind of, but it was like it was brutal.
Keg culture, by the way, is something that is like I think it's too challenging for a 21-year-old because like you got to go to the liquor. You got to somehow secure the keg at a liquor store. You got to like do the research, to
which
make
is
sure
like,
that
which also was like raise $115.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember you'd always get like, there was like documents that would come along with it. Like you'd get a receipt.
Yeah,
and, like,
liability or like a carbon copy.
and would you be buying the tap maybe and
Probably renting
renting
it.
the keg?
I think you had to rent the tap and you rent that red bucket.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
yeah.
ultimately had to return everything.
Yes.
And I think for somebody of that age to be responsible for that stuff, to like turn them in is very difficult. Even though I
Yes.
know I
Well,
know
'cause
it's actually
often
not
I remember it being like, well, we didn't finish it.
right.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well, do we have to keep it cold?
Yes, you
And
do.
then I guess should we start drinking it the next day?
Yeah, how many Sundays are like, well, there's still half a keg left.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
let's just start
Well, there
drinking.
was, and I don't know, I feel like you were there, but there was one evening, a party at my then girlfriend's house, and we had like half a keg left, and the party was ending. We had it at our house,
Your brother was in town too, no?
possibly, but I remember us like getting in a truck with some other friends, bringing the keg, like walking it upstairs to this other party. So we brought it from our house to another party when like the party was dying down, and just like immediately placed in the middle, and we're like, like the king is here or something
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
You know
It
what
was
I
like
mean?
we're doing like keg stands.
and then started
or-
doing keg stands, and all of a sudden it became kind of the spot.
I think we
You're
took
mad
it-
at me.
I think
No. Why? Why would I be mad at you? No, I was smiling.
He feels left. I think we also took it to a third spot because it got low enough to where we could like throw it over our shoulder. So we were just like walking around like the Rock movie where he's got a stick with a nail in it. It felt like that. We
Oh,
could just
yeah,
like
yeah.
bully our way into parties and slam it down.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
That's why he got mad.
Yeah, no. If anything, I was just like, I just went somewhere else.
But we did have a friend who never turned in his kegs, and then ended up using it as like
As an
entertainment
system.
He would like place like TVs on top
Yeah,
of
he
the
just had kegs and
that-
TVs.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. He had multiple TVs. They'd all be tuned to different like political channels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but beer is just so great.
It's such a
it's just-
uniter.
yeah, it really is.
They say beer got us out of like hunter-gatherer society because to make beer we had to grow wheat. And so we were like, it's rather than living off the fat of the land, let's just park it right here and drink beer.
Wow.
And I think that's like kind of the birthplace of civilization.
Really?
You can Google that.
You can Google that. I don't know what you're going to come up with.
I
But you
remember there
can
was a
definitely type that into
documentary I
Google.
never watched on Netflix that was called like How Beer Made the World or something.
I think
like
so. And
that.
also because like you could travel with it because it wouldn't spoil. Like water would, I guess water doesn't spoil, but something you knew it was safe to drink because it had been like processed and there's
Right.
alcohol which killed bacteria.
Yeah,
I think.
I gotta
People
say,
used to drink beer instead of water.
Yeah.
I love keg stands and I love shotgunning. I feel like
When was the last time you did that?
shotgun to beer or a keg stand.
I mean, I would imagine you would have
Shotgun to beer more recently.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have like another beer pong, just another
Or
like
what about
dumb
a beer
party.
bong?
Beer bong. Remember going to all the frat parties, or in probably years after frat parties, and they would have like a 9-foot beer bong just like stapled to their a balcony.
Oh, God, it's so gross.
I had no interest in that.
I have no
Yeah,
interest in that.
It's like
But it's okay if you want.
if it's a
Yeah,
good,
if that's something you've been dying to
if it's
do.
put together in a way that's like okay, like it's constructed like
Right, because you respect the
professional-
construction of it and like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
physics of it.
if you can shut the valve off.
Open your throat.
I remember people.
And keg stand. 1, 2,
I think keg stands are fun.
4,
Oh, my God.
number 5, 6, 7, like kicking your leg. Oh, all right,
He's good.
God, I have no interest in doing either of those. I would shotgun a beer.
I would do it. Yeah.
I would. Yeah, if there was peer pressure in it.
If there's peer pressure, it's always peer pressure. There's always got to be peer pressure.
I got to just bring up my brother Sam's a beer
brewer.
brewer.
Oh yeah, I went to his brewery.
You did, yeah. Pretty cool, right?
He's a master brewer.
He's a master brewer, head brewer.
Really cool.
He's won some. His brewery's won a bunch of awards. I don't remember exactly what they are, Sam. I'm sorry. I think they won a silver at the World Beer Cup for an IPA, maybe their hazy or their European cerebral. Check it out. Oh, I also said on the podcast, if you go in there and say, "What's our podcast sent me," you'll get a free beer.
That feels like
he honored it. One person emailed him, and he came in and he gave him a free beer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He gave me beer when I went in, but I hadn't heard the podcast.
Well,
yet.
that's
So what is top 3 beers? What do you got?
Oh, do you guys have beer eras? Because I was very light, cheap, and then I became real IPA type, and now I just find I don't enjoy them.
Yeah, I think that happens to a lot of people. Now you're in like a Pilsner lager.
Yeah, now I kind of back down. Or honestly, I like a stout. I like a Guinness.
I like a hazy IPA. I don't really like too hoppy of an IPA. I really love Belgian beers, like a Duvel or something like that. They have like a good richness to it, but it's not as the hoppiness of an IPA is a lot.
Yeah.
I think my favorite brewery is Highland Park Brewery. They make some of the best beers in LA. They have a baseball one. I can't remember the name of it. It might be. Yeah, it might be.
The Highland Park Brewery.
They have them at Western Station. Yeah.
I think the beer I drink probably most consistently is Modelo. Modelo Especial, like on draft at a bar, is probably
that's nice with
my
the big
go-to.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you, my go-to light is Peroni.
I love Peroni.
Peroni has such that flavor that I was talking about, remembering from when I was a kid. It kind of
has a taste a little bit like weed.
You know what I drank a lot in in my 30s? Stella all the time.
Yeah, Stella was everything. I feel like that's the most classic go-to beer.
Yeah. No. I think my 20s, maybe I was really into Sierra Nevada for a second.
Yeah.
Because it felt like it was like earthy and like I thought it was kind of related to the environment. I don't think it is.
I had a traumatic episode in my life where I drank Sierra Nevadas before. I didn't get drunk. I had to do a performance and it really fucked up my head. And I stopped drinking Sierra Nevada after that moment because I associate it with.
But it was not related to the beer.
No. It's just like I decided, like, I associate this with this thing that happened.
That's it. I had like a real bad injury when I was a kid. I like bailed on a skateboard, and I was bedbound for like a week, and I ate nothing but ice cream sandwiches, and now I can't eat ice cream sandwiches because it's attached to like just being like. Ugh.
Now I got to say something that's maybe controversial. I love Bud Light. People say it's like.
I don't know if I really have a flavor for it.
I like the can, like
yeah, I guess it's fine.
You just crush them, and I think like for shotgunning, it's great.
Yeah, it's a good like all day sipper.
And for some reason, because light is in the name, I feel like
you feel good.
Yeah,
I'm probably unpopular opinion. Michelob Ultra, pretty good.
Wow,
pretty good.
Yeah, it's really not even on my radar.
I feel like you're a health conscious person. I feel like you would love it.
And I did an ad for him.
You did for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Digital thing, small thing. I don't think I have to saw.
Digital thing, small.
Well,
do they send you a case or something when you do?
No. I don't think I did well enough.
Mm.
Yeah.
You guys like the big? Remember when they introduced the like big mouth?
I don't like that. The metal cans.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I like that it's resealable, like you get it at a stadium.
Oh yeah, no, I was talking about the cans. Yeah, when they made the circle.
It went wider.
Yeah.
I do like a big can. It's exciting. Tall can.
Oh yeah.
You guys like playing Edward 40 hands?
I think the only time I played it was with you guys at Camwell.
And Chris Campbell, and Sean Beery.
Played a minute, but that's the sort of thing that I sort of have a daydream about. Like, one of these days I want to have a birthday party where it's like just me and a few friends, and we do like something stupid like that.
I kind of miss those really dumb drinking games, like the Wizard Staff.
Yes.
Like,
I don't think I ever did that.
We did that at McCollum.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
King's Cup was really fun.
King's Cup is
It's been a minute.
I mean, I probably played that like 2 years ago. Yes, King's Cup. I mean, Flip Cup is probably
you get
like
the
my
Flip Cup
favorite
going
game.
wherever you used. That used to be before you had a child. It was like if Kyle was showing up to a party or if you were having a party, Flip Cup was going to be played.
I like having a thing that you bring to the party. Like I was really into dice, like playing dice.
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's so fun.
I was at a a birthday party last night. People were like, let's play frogs. It's a Rutherford thing.
They
Is
said
it
this?
frogs? Yeah, it's
What's
like
frogs?
it's like wavelength, but it's like an essence thing. It's like let's all guess, pick a number.
Oh,
How
yeah.
Rutherford feels about scuba diving.
Yes. I
And
love
you'll pick a
that
number
game.
and everybody
I'm trying
will-
to make that a real game.
What's it called? It's called frogs, though, right?
I don't know what the name. I call it magic categories.
Oh, okay.
I
They
think.
seem to
Frogs, or some people call it magic pickle or pickle.
pickle. Yeah, pickle.
Yeah.
But there's a game called Wavelength, and it is that.
Wavelength is basically that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's got a big metal plastic piece. It's too hard to manufacture. It's bad for the
Yeah, you got to make a metal one and call it pickle.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you guys. You know, you always want a big finish, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't get one. Thank you guys.
No,
Ziggy zaggy, ziggy zaggy.
Oi, oi, oi. Ziggy zaggy, ziggy
Ziggy zaggy.
zaggy. Oi, oi, oi.
And now, girls on trampolines.
That's right.
My pitch is
That's
like,
right.
Believe that.
Oh,
my pitch is like,
Jimmy.
we're here talking about beers. We've not seen each other, and all three of us together in a whole bit
it's
of
been a
time.
long
Yeah, I think we
time.
need
Maybe
to
we
get you
should
to the
get
hospital.
out of here
no.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
and maybe have some beers.
Oh, dang. Do you think we should?
Well, let me check what time it is. Yeah.
It's 11 a.m.
Yeah. that's
Beer
fine.
o'clock.
Yeah.
all
I think
right.
it's a Friday.
Uh,
Yeah, let's have a beer.
all right. Well, we'll beer.
Well,
We'll beer right back.
thanks for coming around.
Wait, I don't cut yet. I want to get one in.
Yeah, take your time.
My goodness, my Guinness. No,
Yes, that was
counts?
that was something.
I don't think that one counts.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's Miller time.
Beers. It was kind of similar to our first conversation we had. We talked a lot about partying.
Yeah,
I
and
know.
that's,
But that's where a lot of good stories are, and that's where our relationships were formed.
That's
in
where they
college.
blossomed.
And we did a lot of crazy stuff, and it's really fun to talk about those days.
yeah, but we also did some uncrazy stuff too.
Yeah, we did.
We made a few homes together.
We made a few homes together.
We
Yeah.
lived together. We cooked together.
I think, one thing I was thinking of that I was going to mention.
We studied together.
we studied together.
Yeah, right.
No, we did. We wrote papers
We
together.
wrote papers together.
That's
But I
good.
remember you like once making green curry
Oh yeah.
at McCollum, and
Did-
like I'd never had green curry, and it was spicy, and like I think it was one of those moments where it's like, oh shit, I like spicy.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I like that.
Really? Weird.
but like that was one of the moments.
That's
where,
when
like,
the spice kicked off. You didn't.
that was
grow up
one
with
of
the
them.
spice?
Yeah,
Those
and
are
then I
really
started putting
spicy.
jalapenos in my Subway sandwiches, and then I sort of converted to like, spicy is something I want to seek out.
I remember your little crock pot, and you made those little.
Oh, pulled pork sandwich.
Pulled pork
those
sandwiches.
pulled pork sandwiches.
Yeah,
are great.
I was really into like meal maxing, and I would make like that chicken curry thing for like the week,
Yeah.
and I'd make
yeah.
a huge pot. I don't do that anymore. I really should.
Yeah, you really should. It'd be great.
It's fun.
Well, Nick, what a blast!
This was so. I mean, this
I
was
do
very
really feel like
fun.
I've known you a while. It's cool.
And you guys got to tell me your names again.
I'm Beck.
Beck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is.
They still haven't given me a name. I'm going to ask my provider very soon.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's not allowed to have a name because
Yeah,
they don't
yeah.
trust him with
But
it.
I did.
Then he could vote.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
get
gonna
a
go
credit
around,
card.
create an identity and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
but-
I'm told I will be graduating into the name program within the next.
That's incredible. If you need anybody to sign off on it, I'm happy.
Oh,
to
thank you
do
so
it.
much.
yeah. Yeah. If you need a sponsor or anything.
Thank you. Yeah. Lords of Dread. They're out there.
Yeah. They're always working for you. It was so great having you here. Thanks for coming
Yeah,
in,
it's
bud.
my pleasure, guys.
Love you so
Yeah.
much.
Where any now you're on jury duty and what it's
Jury Duty Season 2. Jury Duty presents
Jury-
Company Retreat.
That's
Yeah.
right.
anything else you want to plug?
You know, I'm gonna do celebrity. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I'm gonna do Celebrity Family Feud in like
Ooh.
a month. And
Oh,
I'm
great.
stoked. Have you guys done it?
No.
No.
So who are you
Any
going to
game
do? it
show?
with?
With Eric
No.
Iron Bowers and Derek Beckles,
Okay.
Oh, fun.
I think.
And
As long as it doesn't fall apart.
No.
But yeah,
I guess we could say now, like, for those listeners, and check out our Patreon, patreon.com/what's our podcast, but also Good Neighbor, our old sketch group. We've been talking about going on the road, so
The 20th
look out for that
anniversary
in
is
2027.
2027.
yeah, next year
we'll
will
see.
be 20 minutes since he sent that email.
20 minutes?
20 years.
20 years. 20
It'll be
years.
20 years. So
20 beers.
20 beers.
We got into a lot, and we could get into a whole lot more. We kind of talked about college and the beginning of Good Neighbor. Maybe we'll even get more into the Good Neighbor days, and we'll have you back on.
Yeah, and
The Maker Days, the
Yeah.
Scarf, the McCollums.
Oof, all of it.
what was the sketch retreat that we went to New York and slept
Genius
on a
camp.
genius camp?
Yeah. I didn't go on that.
You didn't?
I had to do something else. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm very hungry.
Yeah, let's go eat and
Yeah.
get a beer. All right.
Okay.
Take care, everybody. See you
Bye,
next
Love you.
week.
Bye. What's our podcast? What's it gonna be about?
Tell us.
What's our podcast? What should we talk about? With Beck and Kyle.
That was a Headgum podcast.